Diving down the rabbit hole, deep dive, true crime with Jackie Siege, Jermaine.
You can be seated. Please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you will give today in this trial will be the truth? You may be seated. Please adjust the microphone as you need to so you can be clearly heard. Ms. Kappelman, you may examine.
Please state your name and spell your name.
Wendi Adelson, Wendiadelson.
Miss Adelson, where are you from?
Hello, everybody! We are the Wendi twins, and really quadruplets if you count the rest. So,
Yes, hello.
Leslie, I'm sure you don't even need any introducing to our people, but go ahead, introduce yourself, and then we'll tell the story of our
Yes,
dressing up.
I'm Leslie B. This is Leslie B. So I'm happy to be here. I love Jackie's creativity, so thank you for inviting me for this parody. Everything we state is opinion, and so happy to be here. Sorry I was a little tardy. It took a little time to get my hair and makeup just perfect.
Yeah, and our rats really are hard to get dressed.
Even in their dress.
So this is the story. I had a subscriber mail me this dress, and I was dying when it came in. I opened it up, and I could not stop laughing. I texted a picture of my husband. He's like, no, he knew immediately what it was. He's like, is that Wendy's gray dress? I'm like, yes. And so Leslie's like, I also have the same dress.
Yeah.
Like, let's do a live so we can dress up. Yeah.
And here we are, but I'm sure Jackie's fits her. Mine was really, really tiny. So mine is now a blouse.
It is too funny. It is too funny. Somebody
Yep.
says jump scare. And I'm sorry, now I can't share. I don't know what is going on. I had an update to my software today, so it was being a little antsy, but I can't share my text screen with you. So you might have to.
It's good. I've got it on my phone.
Yeah, you might have to get it on your phone. So thank you.
So that's fine. Yeah, I know, Andrew. I see you say I'm late because of hair and makeup. I was still here before the time, but I
No,
was
it
late for
wasn't
Jackie.
It wasn't her. It was me. And then at least we got it figured out because I was doing everything.
I want
barely
everyone
know
to
how
see
do
my
anything.
lip liner.
Yeah, close up of the rats.
We're blending different trials. This is all opinion.
And the way she does her hair like that.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, our hair is perfect from the front and the back. Just how Wendi would like it. Okay, so we are going to go through. Oh, why are you not in here? Why is my thing being like this? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I remember because I had True Crime Wifey on last, and I had her camera blacked out because we just did a picture of her. Okay. So, yes, we are going to do.
Should I do this in the mic?
Yeah. Perfect. All right, now I've got it. Sorry, I'm brand new today. Apparently, how about I get this all set up? I thought
Your eyes are so blue.
I know they're super blue. Everybody tells me so. She's a crazy person. All right. So we're going through basically not even all of them. like, I feel like we cover a lot, and I don't know how much we're going to get through today, especially since we started like a half an hour late. But yeah, we're going to have to go through all of Wendy's lies and inconsistencies and everything else. All right, I've got to make this.
Who, me? Not me.
The state isn't going to decide to arrest me. So when do you think it's going to be soon for Our Lady?
Well, I don't want to upset everyone watching, but no.
I hope we hear about Charlie's thing pretty
I know.
soon. his appeal.
It can take a long time,
I know.
like 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. Yeah. And then he has another appeal. So,
Did
for
you see
ineffective
that about
counsel.
Letitia Stout getting
Because of a juror. Yep.
Yes, I could not believe that.
So sad for that family.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, why is nothing wanting to work? I just changed that.
I still just want to know why Tara Kalas was visiting Katie. Judy showed that on a live. I don't understand.
That is crazy.
Like just in the fall.
Yeah, for what? Maybe if
For
she
Donna's
trusts
trial?
her, maybe if she trusts her, she's telling her to roll for Wendi. I don't know. That's what I would say, though. All right, sorry guys, I didn't mean to get on here and be on my phone, but it's just not. It's public on my phone and it's not public on my computer. Why are you like this?
Well, if you play it, won't it stream it? And then
Oh yeah, maybe I should go to my history.
sometimes what I do is I'll go into my YouTube studio and then
There
click
it
the
is.
link.
Right here.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it was in here, but it just didn't want to show. Okay. Just make sure you can see this too.
Oh my god.
Okay, so here we go. We're gonna go over the crime scene first. Why is this like this? Everything is new. I haven't been on my computer for a week and it didn't update, and now I don't know how to do anything.
It's all good.
It's not big anymore. It's not full screen though. Maybe it will be. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe life will start working for me. Look I dress up like Wendi and my whole life goes to shit.
It happens. You know what it is? It's this dress that is thick and flannel, and how anybody wears this in Florida, I do not know. It's like polyester, really thick.
With a blazer.
Yes, yeah. I had to use industrial strength scissors to cut it.
Yeah, crazy. All right, I don't know how to get this.
Tried to drive up Trescott and I saw that it was blocked.
It was
And now, if you need to say anything too, just say stop and we'll go over this. So this is kind of like, this is the longest video portion because obviously this like covers so much. So I kind of have her whole like, you know, telling what she did down the crime scene and like where the tape was kind of in the same area. So we'll just go through and listen to this and then we'll tell me to stop whenever you need to.
At some point, I'm not sure what time it was
And I
blocked.
just thought, oh, there's maybe some trees down or something. Because sometimes
Oh, you're saying as you drove down which one of the side roads?
when I'm going to a friend's party tonight, and it's a oh my god, what am I even talking about? I needed to buy, it's a stock the shelf engagement party, and so I went to buy bourbon.
Okay.
So I went to drive from my place up Trescott to get to ABC Liquor, and it was blocked, so I just turned around. I was on the phone at the time. I wasn't paying a lot of attention. So I just turned around and drove up the other way. I just thought, oh, sometimes when I lived there were electrical things that would happen. I left my house around 12:15 because I thought I'll get the bourbon and then I'll get some gas for the car and get super glue for one of the boys' toys, and I was trying to do all I can before meeting my two friends at 1.
Drive down, Trescott's blocked, you turn around, you go back around on Benton, and then you look
There's
to
a tree.
Right. Pardon?
I thought it was like a tree that fell down or something.
Right. So,
I didn't even think, like, that's the house. I saw a few houses blocked off, and I was driving up the street, and I saw, like, the tape, and I just thought, oh, maybe there's, like, an electrical outage or something. Like, I saw the street blocked. I was driving into town. I was running errands. I was meeting some friends for lunch, and I drove up Trescott because it's the shortcut. And so I drive up Trescott, and I see the tape, and I was like, Yeah! I guess there was like an electrical outage because sometimes we'd have trees that would fall. I turned around and didn't think anything of it.
It appears you were traveling on Centerville Road. Is that a normal way that you would ingress and egress from your Aqua Ridge residence?
That sounds right.
All right, and when you left your residence, you said you were going to lunch. Did you go directly to lunch?
No, I stopped and made a purchase for a party that I was supposed to attend first.
And what was that purchase?
It was my first time purchasing bourbon. It was for not a bridal shower. It was for a bachelor. No, it was for a wedding party, but it was the bride and groom together, and they had asked for people to buy certain alcohol to help them.
Like a stock the bar party.
A stock the bar party. I forgot what it's called.
But I'm referring to your visit to the crime scene.
I did not visit the crime scene.
Okay. You did not pull up to the crime scene tape on Trescott Drive?
No.
I was driving up the street.
The bar party.
A stock.
Okay, I just have to pause it right here where there's no words blocking your trust because the three of us, it's too much. It's too much.
I mean, look at this. Yeah, it's amazing. I would screenshot it, but I'm afraid I would shut the whole thing down on my Mac.
All right, there we go.
I mean, you see the shiny nose? I like.
Yeah, I know.
Now the brows are more 25.
My brows are the exact brows that she had at Donna's trial, I feel like.
The bar party. I forgot what it's called.
But I'm referring to your visit to the crime scene.
I did not visit the crime scene.
Okay. You did not pull up to the crime scene tape on Trescott Drive?
No.
I was driving up the street, and I saw, like, the tape.
I was driving on Centerville Road, and sometimes I would take the shortcut through Trescott.
Yes, ma'am.
But when I was driving on Centerville Road, I saw some sort of tape or obstruction, and so I didn't turn.
Okay. There's a message that says, "This is so sweet." Who is that message to?
Hold on, what's the objection?
Hearsay, Your Honor. Item is in evidence.
That's sustained.
All right. Can you say who the message before the Best Buy message? Who did you send that message to?
It looks like I sent that message to my brother.
Your brother Charlie?
Yes.
All right. And that message was deleted as well?
I always delete my messages. But yes, it looks like I deleted it at some point.
All right. And that message, what were you referring to in that message, if you know?
I have no idea.
All right. But it was sweet, whatever it was.
I mean, 8 years ago, I have no idea what was sweet.
Okay. On the way to run your errands, did you go by the crime scene?
No.
On the way to run your errands, did you encounter a roadblock on Trescott?
I did.
All right, so you did turn off of Centerville onto Trescott.
I did.
All right, and when you encountered a roadblock, what did you assume the problem was there?
I figured it was just an electrical storm or something. There was some tape, and it looked like the road was blocked off, and so I just turned around and went back and went up Benton.
And had there been an electrical storm that morning?
I didn't remember an electrical storm, but in the summertime, there's always trees falling and rainstorms, so pretty normal.
Right, and you weren't concerned based on that experience that there could be something going on at your marital home?
Absolutely not.
Does it make sense that you might have left your residence at about 12:30?
Sure.
Okay. And did you go to the crime scene or very near the crime scene on your way from your residence to, I guess, to lunch or to wherever you were going next?
No, I did not.
So you never turned on Trescott Drive that day?
I went to turn on Trescott Drive, but I saw that it had been blocked off by some tape, and so I just kept driving on Centerville.
Okay, and when you had to turn around at the tape, right, to go back out?
I think I tried to turn right, and it couldn't turn, so I would have made like the kind of turn, like a K-turn thing.
Was there a roadblock there with?
There was tape.
Hi, Phil Swift here for Flex Tape.
Yeah, and an officer was there?
I didn't see an officer, but I did see a car.
A law enforcement marked vehicle? Okay. Did you have any contact with the officer?
No.
Okay. Did you do anything after that to try to find out what was going on down that roadway?
No, I just assumed it was weather, or maybe a tree fell.
Had there been bad weather that day?
No, but it was summertime and there's electrical storms and trees fall, so that would have been pretty normal for summertime. I was home, I think, for a couple of hours first. I was doing a little bit of work. I was talking to some friends. I think I ate breakfast. And then I left probably close to noon or a little bit after noon. I was meeting two friends who I would frequently meet on a Friday to have lunch with. And so I went to run a few quick errands and then meet them for lunch.
And on your way to meet the friends, did you have an occasion to go down Trescott?
I was trying to turn down Trescott. That's where I used to turn and take just the road I was used to. But there was yellow tape up. And so when I tried to turn, I couldn't turn. So I made a 3-point turn and kept going on Centerville.
And so you encountered a police roadblock at that location?
Yes.
Okay, couldn't go any further because there was a police car and some yellow tape, right?
Right.
And that was, you were able to see that from the intersection there, or you actually turned onto Trescott?
I tried to turn and then I couldn't go through, so I turned around and kept going.
How far down Trescott did you proceed before you turned around?
Just until the tape.
Okay.
During that late morning, early afternoon time when Markel was murdered and during the couple hours after.
Okay, so we can start here because this shows their motion, or like her motion that day, because a lot of people are like, do we like actually have proof that she actually went down the street? It's like, yes, her phone records put her right there at that time, which is crazy. But yeah, like, did you notice that like half of the time she doesn't turn on Trescott, then she does turn on Trescott, then she sees it from Centerville, like.
But what I don't understand, she's had her counsel since she's been testifying well before. So would he have not coached her on that?
I don't know. I mean, you would think between trial 1 and trial 2, because her stories weren't even straight for those two.
Well, and I would think you would sit down and watch your 5-hour video at the police station and like get that down so it's all consistent.
Or at the very
right?
least, after what you said in the first trial, make sure you look back and say it again in the second, third, and fourth. But she didn't. Sometimes she doesn't even turn down Trescott in her version.
Right.
And I love.
And then she says she had that the tape was right there at Centerville. It's like a mile down the road.
She saw that it was blocked. She tried to turn, but she couldn't, so she turned around. Now, well, we go over that pretty soon, but this is going to show her movements that day, and then, then we'll see exactly where the tape was, because the news channel was there. They must have been there when she pulled up, or right before, right after.
God, can you imagine if they had that on camera?
Yes, I know. Though that's what I'm thinking, because the first article was published at 12:55.
Well, you know what I keep thinking? if they got the Prius on the bus cams, I mean, buses are usually on a route, what, like every 10, 15 minutes?
Yep.
Maybe the van is on a bus cam.
I've been thinking that this whole time also.
Are you familiar with her statement about her locations on July 18th as far as being at home for her TV repair appointment, then going to ABC Liquors to buy a gift, and then going to lunch at Mosaic?
Yes, I am.
All right, based on her call detail records, were you able to determine what time she would have gone by the Trescott Drive area?
Yes, we do know the location of her residence at the time here on Aqua Ridge Way. We do know that she was going to the ABC. This was located on Thomasville Road. Looking at her records, she has a rather lengthy voice call, begins at 12:31 p.m.
And also, look at how far they have her going down Trescott. They have her going almost entirely to Dan's house.
Yeah, so how is that a shortcut? The long cut. That's what Charlie calls it. The long cut.
I avoid speed bumps in the parking lot by driving in the parking spaces. You know what I mean? You're going to go down a 25-mile-an-hour residential street as a shortcut with 1,000 speed bumps. There's one like right in front and right behind Dan's house, for God's sake.
Yeah. It's just a coincidence.
Just a coincidence.
See, that's on a cell site that would be consistent with the general area of her residence. We see at 12:35 p.m., kind of in the middle of the screen here, her handset's now kind of halfway between there, and then that call ends at 12:47 p.m., and it ends on a cell site here very close to ABC liquor store. So looking at that, again, the receipt time, 12:49, the call ending time, 12:47. We can kind of approximate that she would have been by the Trescott residence, at 10 or so minutes earlier than that.
Okay, are you familiar with Officer Brandon's statements that he saw a person in a red van that matched the description of Wendi Adelson's vehicle at the roadblock at Trescott Drive that day in the 12 to 1 o'clock hour?
Yes.
All right. About what time would she have been in the area of Trescott Drive when she's on her way from home to ABC?
Well, again, I would say sometime between 12:35 and 12:47, or 12:49 for sure at the absolute, because she would have been in the store at that point for the transaction. So sometime in that 12:40 time frame.
And as part of your duties out there at the scene, did you maintain the crime scene, the integrity of the crime scene?
Yes.
How did you do that?
We set up a perimeter, and once we established the perimeter around the crime scene, I was guarding the north end of it.
What was the crime scene? Can you describe it for us?
It was on Trescott Drive.
Okay, before we get too far in, this is one of the key reasons why they have Wendi testify in all these trials is because they can get this information in there twice. That she went down. Damn it, this stupid thing. I hate this. It's like an AI camera, and it'll move if I put my hand up. It'll start motion tracking me. So he says it, and then they also have her testify about it. And of course, their testimonies are completely different, which is like damning to her only, because who's motivated to lie in that situation?
Right. And so something else I was thinking. So they estimate she drove by around 12:37. Isn't that what he just said? Corbett?
Yeah.
But Katie and Sigfredo spoke at 12:30.
Yes.
So she knew before she drove. I mean, right?
Yes. In my opinion, she definitely did, because there's also a time that is blocked off for her phone records that there's like, I think it's like 45 or 50 minutes that is completely dead off of her phone time. And I think that is a time that she went by Dan's house first. It literally coincides perfectly. Jesus Christ, I need to stop talking with my hands. It coincides perfectly with the time that he was shot. And you have that time to go from her house to his house, spend like 5 or 10 minutes there, and then get back home before she makes that phone call to Tova at whatever, 11:22.
And there were, I've heard this theory, which it's not possible. Some people were saying Donna was monitoring her credit card, and when they saw the liquor store charge, then that's how they knew. But Katie called at 12:30 to Sigfredo, and the liquor store swipe was 19 minutes after that.
Exactly.
That's debunked.
There's only one way that they could have known when Sigfredo's phone is not making any calling contact, and neither was Luisa's, because whether you call or text, it shows up, it pulls from a tower. So no calls, no text to anybody. So who was up in Tallahassee that would have known that could have told Katie?
Right.
I'm not sure who that would be.
And basically, we blocked off the road 3 or 4 houses to the north and to the south.
Okay, so that whole area was considered the crime scene and only law enforcement was entering or exiting until you were done?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, when you arrived...
And now this has always been a point of contention because 3 to 4 houses that were blocked off, there are. Because I found the other side of the crime scene finally and saw where exactly that thing was. So there were 2 houses on each side. But on the side that Wendi drove up to, it's pretty obvious.
Who was present on the scene from law enforcement or...
Sergeant Sims was the first one on scene.
Okay, was EMS there by the time you got there, or did they arrive after you arrived?
They were already there also.
As part of maintaining the crime scene perimeter, is crime scene tape put up across the road?
Yes.
And did you participate in doing that?
I believe so, yes, ma'am.
And I think you said it was a couple houses down in each direction is where the tape was placed?
Yes.
And where were you physically positioned?
My patrol car was blocking the roadway.
All right. And were you on the... Don't use north and south because that would be lost on me. Were you closest on the side of the scene closest to Centerville Road or closest to the other side of Trescott?
Closer to Centerville.
All right. I'm going to show you an aerial map that I've marked as States Exhibit 125. You recognize 125?
Yes.
Is that a fair and accurate map that includes the scene in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Does it include the position that you were in at the crime scene tape?
Yes. Would have been somewhere right up in that area.
Permission to publish introduce and publish 125, Your Honor.
I'm even half the woman that Ruth Markell is.
Right, so can you explain for the jury where the roadblock was that you were positioned at the crime scene?
So that blue dot right there is the victim's residence. I would have been somewhere right in that area.
And can you show us in relation to that where Centerville intersects with Trescott?
A mile away.
Over here.
All right, so if you were to turn onto Trescott from Centerville, can you just kind of show us with your light the route of travel from Centerville to the roadblock?
Comes around here, up, and back around.
Okay. Would you have been able to see the roadblock from the intersection of Centerville and Trescott?
No.
I was driving on Centerville Road, and sometimes I would take the shortcut through Trescott.
Yes, ma'am.
But when I was driving on Centerville Road, I saw some sort of tape or obstruction, and so I didn't turn.
If you had just started to turn onto Trescott and then rerouted back onto Centerville, would you have been able to see the roadblock that way?
No, you'd have to go a considerable amount around.
Okay.
I went to turn on Trescott Drive, but I saw that it had been blocked off by some tape, and so I just kept driving on Centerville.
Okay, and when you had to turn around at the tape, right, to go back out?
I think I tried to turn right, and it couldn't turn, so I would have made like the kind of turn, like a K turn.
And from the roadblock where you were positioned, could you see the crime scene?
Yes.
I didn't even think, like, that's the house. I saw a few houses blocked off, and
And you mentioned that there was EMS and other law enforcement there. Were there marked law enforcement vehicles in the driveway and roadway directly in front of the crime scene?
When I was on the perimeter position, I know there was a lot of investigators and crime scene vehicles. I don't remember if any of the marked patrol cars were in front of the residence. They may have been.
Okay, so what type of vehicles were out there? Can you describe what sort of activity was happening at the Markel residence when you were at the perimeter?
Basically, the investigators and the crime scene techs taking their portion. And the crime scene tech vehicles are marked police and have lights on them and stuff.
All right, so would it have been obvious to someone approaching your position in a vehicle that there was law enforcement activity going on at that residence?
It seems likely.
All right, and when you encountered a roadblock, what did you assume the problem was there?
I figured it was just an electrical storm or something. There was some tape, and it looked like the road was blocked off. And so I just turned around and went back and went up Benton.
And had there been an electrical storm that morning?
I didn't remember an electrical storm, but in the summertime, there's always trees falling and rainstorms, so pretty normal.
Do you recognize this vehicle?
It looks like a vehicle that I saw approaching the scene that day.
I'm sorry, will you repeat your answer?
It appears to be a vehicle that I saw approaching the scene that day.
He's getting so
Right, and
his reaction, and you could tell he was really trying to keep it under wraps, but his reaction through his entire trial, like you knew everything that he was thinking.
Yep, that's why he rehashes it on all the calls with his mom. My opinion, that's his way of rolling on Wendi.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. No, I mean, they were pretty frank in that, they both said at one point, well, if Charlie's guilty, then Wendy's guilty.
Yeah.
They've said it many times, and Charlie was already guilty.
Mm-hmm.
And this vehicle, are you familiar particularly with the make and model of this particular vehicle?
Yes, my wife drove we still have it. My daughter drives it now, 2006 Honda Odyssey.
So at the time, you had in your family this same type of vehicle?
Yes.
And did you know at the time that Wendi Adelson drove this type of vehicle?
Yes.
All right, so you noticed this vehicle or a vehicle identical to this one approach your position?
Yes, ma'am.
And what did the vehicle do when it approached your position?
Just stopped pretty quick and turned around and headed back in the other direction.
Did the driver stop and inquire of you what the activity was at the Markel residence?
No.
That's the worst mistake she made. Was trying to pretend like she didn't
concerned.
see it.
Yeah, I wasn't concerned.
A normal person, even if you are guilty, I think you should be smart enough to at least be like, oh my God, what's happened?
Mm-hmm.
One of the biggest mistakes, in my opinion.
Do you know what time of day that was that you observed this vehicle approach the roadblock?
Sometime a little afternoon, probably around closer to 1.
And just to clarify, were there any other roadblocks between where you were positioned and encountered this vehicle and the Centerville intersection?
No.
Were there any other roadblocks
and an officer was there?
between you
I didn't see an
and
officer, but I did see a car.
A law enforcement marked vehicle? Mm-hmm. Okay. Did you have any contact with the officer?
No.
Okay.
Okay. So here we come. This I think is just the most, once you really see this crime scene as it was that day, and there's like a few different testimonies on how far away the crime scene was. These are big lots for Florida. Like Florida homes are usually about this far apart. So like these lots are big, so they probably felt like it was 5 or 6 is what the medical examiner says. I think they felt like it was further away than it was, just because they're like bigger. They're bigger lots than normal.
They have bigger lots, yeah, because they're older, like ranch homes.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an older community in there. But yeah, I think that's why there was a confusion. And I don't think they specified because it's not necessary to right now. You know what I mean? Like they just need to know that it was a roadblock right next to Dan's house is the most important part. But I think with Wendy's, we'll just see this video. They'll just play this with us at the top to the court.
She wasn't planning on Mr. Geiger being home. She overlooked the detail of a retired couple.
I agree. And I mean, the way her and Donna talk, everybody goes on vacation in the summertime. Like that's what they think, because everybody leaves their home and just goes on vacay in the summertime. Are these dresses Macy's?
You know, I've looked. They're not that Macy's brand. I mean, it's a brand that can be sold other places, but I would be willing to bet it came from Macy's. I think they need a commercial.
We can do a commercial.
You can wear them in 2 trials. You can wear them in a sex trafficking lecture. You can wear them anywhere.
Anywhere
let me tell y'all,
and everywhere.
I mean, it is thick.
It's thick.
I don't even know how to explain how thick it is.
No, it's three. It's 3. There's layers. Like 3 layers in this.
Yeah.
It's 2 layers of this stuff, and then it has like a slip layer in it.
Yes, and it all goes down the back with darts on your butt. I was like, ooh.
No, I hadn't tried mine on until today, so I'm glad it fit.
Well, just a minute ago, I went out to the kitchen. My husband was standing there, and he just looked at me like, what's going on? I didn't say a word.
Yeah, I don't know what it's even made out of, but it feels like wool.
Yeah, it's a lot of polyester. Yeah.
Okay, so this is like a very in-depth, looking at the crime scene, because I have pictures all around. So we first look at the tape, and then I do a recreation of exactly how many cop cars there were there, because it's hard to notice everything in the pictures all at once, but okay. So here's the tape. You can see it here. That's just that one picture on the other side. Here's the tape. This is Dan's house. Okay, let me slow down for these. This is the other side of the crime scene. I had never been able to find this picture, and when I went back and did my Wendy's next, and I went through the whole timeline of the trials and everything, there was a Good Morning America, that they're doing, because I was pulling news articles from whenever this was happening in time. So I wanted to get one in 2014, right when it was fresh. And they showed these pictures, and I about shat myself because I couldn't even believe it. I was so excited. So
I think I did. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I think I did a live, I don't know when it was, a few months ago, and just pulled up old news stories. And of course, someone pops in the chat and is like, "This is old." And yeah, well, we're just looking back on it, because it's interesting, because as we know, new details. I don't remember if I pulled up this one or not, but look at that old cop car.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that looks like 1988 to me. I know it's not, but.
Well, since the beginning, they were talking about the Adelsons being, they're talking in this news article about the Adelsons being involved. So this is the house that's one over from Dan's house, and this is that speed bump that's just past his house. So this is past his house and looking back at it and taking the picture. So his house would be right over here in this. But look it's parked completely across in the damn freaking.
So did Wendi come up on this side or the other side?
No, the other side.
Yeah.
But this is the side that's further away from Dan's house. The other side is right at his house. All right, so here we go. There's another picture of it. So this is all blocked off, but you see how big this lot is? This is 3 or 4 lots in a normal Florida spot. Yeah, it's tied right to the speed bump sign. Okay, so we have his house, and the intersection of Truscott and Centerville is all the way over here. Like, it takes several minutes to drive down the street to Dan's house.
You know what's so like just bothersome to me too? She drives down there, then she goes to runs her errand, and then she goes to lunch and just tries to act normal with friends and eats a whole delicious lunch. I mean, did she even mention like, oh, I just went by Dan's house. There were all these police. I think a tree fell.
Yeah. No, you can't, because at that point they're going to be like, "Oh my God!" I mean, okay, so this is what we have to remember. Wendy's realtor saw the exact same thing that she did, or heard there was a shooting on Truscott. But Wendy almost gives herself away because she's like, I don't know how the realtor found out. I don't know if she was just, and she catches herself right before she says driving around and saw it. It's like, so you're admitting that if you saw this, you would assume something bad happened?
Yep.
Wendy?
Yeah, she should have, you're right, rolled down her window and been like, oh my God, what's going on?
Yeah. That would have been a normal response for somebody who didn't know what was going on. Mm-hmm. That would have changed the trajectory of this entire thing.
Would have changed it all.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. 3 minutes to drive from here to here. That's a long way.
And she's on the phone.
Yeah, she's on the phone. I'll turn this down a little bit. Yeah, she's on the phone and doesn't realize, didn't even know she was going down. You have to know because you're putting your foot on the brake constantly to get over those stupid speed bumps, and they're the huge ones. Like, they're the ones that your whole car is, like, up on.
Especially a minivan. It's like...
Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is where... And I'll go ahead and I'm going to speed this up a little bit. But this is where I drive down Truscott via Google Maps. Because it gives a really good understanding of... how there would have been no way in absolute hell. Like, you can't even see around the first corner from Centerville. And there's like 4 corners until Dan's house. I set this up. Yep. We just turned on and you literally can't see anything. We're here. You can't see beyond that first corner. This music is super panic-inducing when it's sped up. Yeah, right here, you can't even see around that. Like, look, the thing is so wooded, like...
Right.
Which is nice. Like, this is a nice... I would live on this street. In terms of Florida and how there's no vegetation. All right, I'm going to hop forward a little bit. All right, so we're almost to Dan's house at this point. So this is the mailboxes that you see. There's 2126, 2 houses down, right where that was. Here's 2122. There's that right there. And Dan's house is on the other side of this. And this is behind it.
Time to take.
So you can see from here, before you've even gotten to the tape, that his is the only house on your side that is blocked off. Yep, here's Dan's mailbox behind the tape. And this is Isom too. He's standing like right here in this picture. So this is where it's set up as. So if you turn around at the tape, you can see Dan's entire house right here. And like the thing that pisses me off, it's not just like she lived there forever. You know, I can understand almost if like you never lived there, so you just didn't really remember that was his house. But she lived there for like almost a decade.
Right. No one called her.
So here we go. It's the only one that's blocked off on this side. Okay, so I'm going through and showing like where both of these tapes are. So this one's right here. The one in this picture is right here. This is the one where Brandon was at, and this is where she pulls up, is on this side. The other side, yes. The other side is this one that's taped from the cop car to the speed bump sign, and it's looking at this house. So this picture down here is they're standing right about here, and they're taking it this way, like towards this house. So this is the house that's right next to Dan's, and then Dan's is on the other side. You can kind of see the roof right there. But yeah, this is, and there, look, 1, 2, 3, 4 houses blocked off.
So she had to see the garage door open in his car.
Yes. And do you remember what she says when she's looking at news articles? Oh my God, you can see the car.
But
and the car's in like a blacked out. You can't.
Like you
the house.
It's your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you're poo-pooing the house, but you're all freaked out about the car. Like, no. So here we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 houses blocked off. If she went just to the tape, she went right here. You can see Dan's house perfectly from here. And then once we see how many cop cars is all over this, you'll shit yourself. Okay, so here, all right, let me see if I can back up. So this is the picture. All right. All right, so this is one of the first articles published about this. It's published at 12:55. Well, what time was Wendi there? 12:37. So she either was there when the news people were there, because this is the first picture that was up, or she's like, you know, they just miss her. All right.
God, that would have been amazing.
I mean, who knows? Maybe there's pictures of her turning, you know, pulling up
If
and
only
turning
people
around.
had Nest camera stuff then.
Oh, I know, right? All right. Okay, so because regardless of how many versions she told, one thing always remained the same.
And I tried to drive up Trescott, and I saw that it was blocked, so I went to drive from my place.
Okay, hold on. Let me turn it down a little. Playback speed. She talks about the roadblock and the tape and every single one.
And it was blocked, so I just turned around. I was driving up the street, and I saw like the tape. Like I saw the street blocked, and I drove up Trescott because it's the shortcut. And so I drive up Trescott, and I see the tape.
I was driving on Centerville Road, and sometimes I would take the shortcut through Trescott.
Yes, ma'am.
But when I was driving on Centerville Road, I saw some sort of tape or obstruction, and so I didn't turn.
Okay. On the way to run your errands, did you encounter a roadblock on Trescott?
I did.
All right, so you did turn off of Centerville onto Trescott.
I did. I went to turn on Trescott Drive, but I saw that it had been blocked off by some tape, and so I just kept driving on Centerville.
All right, and when you had to turn around at the tape, right, to go back out?
I think I tried to turn right, and it couldn't turn, so I would have made like the kind of turn, like a K-turn thing.
Was there a roadblock there with?
There was tape.
Yeah, and an officer was there?
I didn't see an officer, but I did see a car.
A law enforcement marked vehicle? Okay, did you have any contact with the officer?
No. I was trying to turn down Trescott. That's where I used to turn and take just the road I was used to. But there was yellow tape up. And so when I tried to turn, I couldn't turn. So I made a 3-point turn and kept going on Centerville.
And so you encountered a police roadblock at that location?
Yes.
Okay, couldn't go any further because there was a police car and some yellow tape, right?
Right.
And that was, you were able to see that from the intersection there, or you actually turned onto Trescott?
I tried to turn and then I couldn't go through, so I turned around and kept going.
How far down Trescott did you proceed before you turned around?
Just until the tape.
Okay. How far down Trescott did you proceed before you turned around?
Just until the tape.
Okay.
Just until the tape. Yeah.
Okay. So obviously her whole, I mean, she says that in every single version of it. That's the only thing that she keeps straight, is that she came up until the tape. And we just saw where the tape was. And his freaking, the damn driveway was taped off too, separately. All right. So this is where.
There was a forensics van.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff.
And that's what I'm about to go into right now. So I've taken all the pictures, and no, I'm glad you opened it up. I took all the pictures and then I put it on like an overhead and counted up the amount of vehicles that were in and around his driveway. And there was like so many cop cars. Okay. It's crazy. All right. So I'm just going like picture by picture and like adding it in. So there is a crime scene tape across his driveway. There's a cop car right there across the street. Here's looking, this is where Wendi would have pulled up, was right here. Okay, so this is looking, and I'm pretty sure this is Isom.
Oh my God, it is. I
Yeah.
never noticed that. Definitely him.
So here's another, and probably an investigator's car and another cop car. Here's Isom from the back. So there's another investigator car right there. There's that one cop car that a cop is like getting in and out of also. Okay, so here's the other side. We have 2 more police vehicles. All right, so we're up to 6 cars that are like, 2 of them don't say law enforcement on them, but like we have 6 cars and 4 of them are cop cars. Okay, so here is looking out of Mr. Geiger's window. You can see this is Dan's driveway right here. And here you can see a CSI van. And you can see this car. And I think, and it might be in the other, I feel like this might be a van also. And then, so here's the two vans that I saw. And then this looks like a van also to me, or has the potential to be a van. So let's go back to that. All right. So potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 marked vehicles. And if we don't count what was obviously like probably Isom's car and another detective's car. You know what I mean? But like this is what Wendi pulled up to. That she didn't know if it was a crime scene or not. She pulled right up to here. And there's potentially this many vehicles in and around when, you know, she was there.
That's why she asked Jane so many times, well, how is this out there? How do they know? Because she's trying to figure out, how did the cops get there? How did they know?
Yeah. I know. She asks over and over. Over and over and over. How did he get to the hospital? Did he call or... Yeah. Well, she asked Isom at one point too. She's like, did they see anybody run away from the scene or anything? She wants to know if they caught whoever did this, because guess what? She's connected with these people. Oh, they say your mic is not working.
Mine?
Hold on. Does anybody else? I can hear you fine. And it's coming across on my audio thing. Guys, do a thumbs up if you can hear Leslie. Leslie, sing a little song. Did I lose you?
Yeah. Can y'all
I
hear
can
me?
you. Yep, I can hear you fine.
I think my
They can
AirPods
hear you fine.
dead. Okay.
All right, good. Okie dokie. All right, so we'll go ahead and play this. But yeah, this is what
Got it.
this is what she drove up to. Like, and she would be able to see these cop cars also that were blocking off the other side from where she was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Oh, wow, that's a good one.
Yeah, here's the pictures. Just the tape. I just drove up to the tape.
I mean, obviously a tree fell.
Yeah, obviously a tree fell. As evidenced by no trees being anywhere.
I've even looked up the weather on that day.
Oh,
it was a mild sunny day, like little wind, nothing, like clear skies.
Yeah. And I mean, granted, a freaking tree did fall in the house like a year later.
I know.
Is that not crazy?
Well, I mean, it's got those pine trees everywhere. That's not
yeah, they have
normal.
big oaks and stuff. Yeah. Okay, so this part. What is this? Okay, so this. I mean, what do you think of that? The freaking crime scene? Because I think that on its own is pretty much like so telling that she had no reaction.
Absolutely. And then you stack everything else. You cannot have coincidences. Okay.
No.
And then the 18-minute call right after Dan's voicemail.
Yeah. Right. And she says to Isom, like, well, I just decided, like, if he wants to take the kids swimming, I guess it's okay. Which, like, okay, I think she's a bitch already. But what sort of fucked up bitch are you that you are going to fight with this man
when you knew he was going to be gone?
Like, I cannot even.
Do you think when she drove up and saw the tape and the police officer that she was like, Charlie is going to be so mad?
Probably.
Do you think she told anyone? Do you think they even knew?
I don't think so.
Until they saw the interview?
I don't think they knew until, and when they saw the interview, that wasn't released till like 2019.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, maybe though in 2017, the joint defense attorneys all got together. You know, we know that. So by then they probably had discovery, I bet.
Yeah. Do you like I put some extensions right in the back.
I was saying I wish I had ordered some. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
But I did flat iron all this very well.
Yeah, just the front. That's all you need to do. I accidentally did the back of mine one time just out of habit because I'm not a bucket of scum. And I was like, oh my God, no. Okay, so this is where we're going to go into, I'm pretty sure this is where she talks about when she's told about, let me look at my notes. When she's told about the crime.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
When did you first become aware that you might be a suspect in this case?
I mean, as the ex-wife, I assumed I was a suspect from the beginning.
Why did you tell investigator?
Okay, maybe not. Maybe this is when, oh yeah, no, this is because this all has to do with it. Because she was saying, I thought I was a suspect before I even knew what was going on.
She thought she was a suspect before she knew there was a shooting.
Yeah. She says it several times over. Okay.
Isom, in your law enforcement interview, that you were worried the police, or you were worried, I guess, in the police car on the way to be interviewed, that you might be considered a suspect.
Do I need to be read my Miranda rights or something if you're gonna look at my phone?
I can read you Miranda if you want to hear that.
Once upon a time, there was a bad little girl named Wendi. She told many lies and did many fake cries. So they locked her right up with real tears in her eyes. The end.
I have no reason. I have no reason at this point to suspect you in this incident. Okay.
I couldn't tell from the way you were talking to me in the car if I was a suspect.
Well, no.
Hold up. You couldn't tell from the way he was talking to you in the car if you were a suspect? In the car? A suspect for what, babe? The murder you hadn't been told about yet?
Right.
Also, this is easily one of the most strained responses from Isom.
Yeah, he picks up on that.
Well, no, and the reason was I didn't want to get into anything until we got up here.
Because I couldn't think of anything bad going on in his life other than the divorce. And frequently the ex-wife is a suspect.
Were you
Did
treated
you see
as
that,
a suspect?
that
I was not.
clench?
But you mentioned 9 times in your law enforcement interview being a suspect.
I understand why you think I'm the primary suspect.
No, you're not the primary suspect. I have. And it's
So
gonna.
I understand why I would be the person you would think would do something, but
Well, we have to.
and I get why I would be a suspect, but I can see why they would think it would be me. You know, and then I was thinking, oh my god, now they probably think I'm a suspect. I should.
But of course you're a suspect, and you're a smart suspect. You should be the
Smart
suspect.
suspect.
You should be the suspect.
Do I need to be read my Miranda rights or something if you're gonna look at my phone?
I can read you Miranda if you want to hear
I don't
that.
know. I'm just trying to make sure I'm being.
I have no
protected.
reason. I have no reason at this point to suspect you in this incident. Okay.
I couldn't tell from the way you were talking to me in the car if I was a suspect.
Well, no.
I understand why I'm a suspect. I guess I'm not a suspect. I understand why you would think that I would do this, but not you. But
Right.
I just keep feeling like I'm
now me
a
too.
suspect, and I need to am I a suspect? You need to.
Fuck, confess already.
I mean, the only reason why I had 2 more than Georgia, because I put in some of the times where she says, I understand why they think it could be me. Like,
Yeah, same
Why don't
thing.
you
Yeah.
just admit to this jury that you're guilty?
Didn't you?
I did, yes.
When you were approached at the restaurant, you weren't yet told that this was a shooting, were you?
Get her,
was not.
Georgia.
You were only told something happened with your ex-husband.
I don't even know if I was told that. I was very scared something happened to my kids, and that's why.
She just totally screwed herself over. Georgia's setting her up for this so perfectly. I don't even know if I was told that. I wasn't told anything, she says. And then right afterwards.
Law enforcement was there, and they wouldn't tell me what was going on.
I was at lunch with Janine and Ritu. I don't know if you know them, friends of mine, and these officers walk in, and I just we just finished. I ate a lunch, I had a whole delicious lunch, and they're like, are you Wendi? We need to speak with you. And I was like, oh my god, are the boys okay? And they were like, the boys are fine. And then I thought, oh my god, what's going on? Who's finding me here? And they wouldn't tell me. And so he said, I need you to get in the car. And so he drove me, and I started I just was like, what's going on? And they're like, your husband. And I said, ex-husband. And they're like, ex-husband? So they didn't have the
Well, I mean, how do they know? They're just starting this.
So they thought we were still married, and so I was telling him everything, and then I was thinking, oh my god, now they probably think I'm a suspect. I should.
But of course you're a suspect, and you're a smart suspect. You should be the suspect. But I mean, you're not gonna get framed.
You're a smart suspect.
For a
Should
crime.
be a
Right,
suspect.
They did reassure you that the kids were fine. You remember
They told me
that?
that law enforcement officers were with the children, which terrified me because I didn't know why my children would need law enforcement officers.
In a supplemental report written by Detective Isom, he states the following.
Okay, so this is the police report written by Isom about this day. It was written the same day that he experienced all the following.
Wendi Adelson is the former spouse of Dan Markell. It was learned that they have 2 young sons together, and the children were at daycare when this incident occurred. Wendy's name was still assigned to the City of Tallahassee utility records at the incident location. It was determined that Wendi was residing at another location, 3303 Aqua Ridge Way. During the on-scene investigation on July 18th, It was determined her probable location was at the Mosaic restaurant on Market Street. As there were no other known family members locally, I went to the Mosaic location in an attempt to contact Wendi. I entered the business and announced my presence and intention of contacting Wendi Adelson. She was seated with 2 other women at a table and acknowledged that she was Wendi Adelson. I identified myself with the police credentials and asked that she accompany me to TPD. Wendi appeared distraught and inquired if something had happened to one of her children. I assured her that the children were fine and this event was concerning her ex-husband. Wendi was apprehensive, but agreed to travel with me to Tallahassee Police Department.
So you didn't know what this was about at all when you were in the police car?
In the car, they told me.
And did you
In the
see her?
car,
She
they
catches
told
herself.
you
She first
They
shakes her
said,
head no.
Your ex-husband has been
And
shot.
she's like, oh shit, no, you just set me up. Now I've got to say that I knew because I already said that I knew I was a suspect.
Right.
The second I get picked up.
During the on-scene
Idiot.
investigation on July 18th, it was determined her probable location was at the Mosaic restaurant on Market Street. As there were no other known family members locally, I went to the
I don't know why I've read
Wendi
this
was
twice.
apprehensive, but agreed to travel with me to TPD. Upon arrival, I escorted Wendi to CID, where she was seated in interview room 1. The interview started at approximately 2:45 p.m. Wendi received a voicemail from an associate while waiting in the interview room, informing her of a police incident at her ex-husband's home. I confirmed her husband had been seriously wounded by gunfire. Wendi broke down emotionally. She then composed herself and provided an account of her activities for the day leading up to the Mosaic where I contacted her. Wendi could not provide any possible suspect that had been feuding with Markel and discounted Markel of having criminal associations.
And here we go. Here's where her whole story gets blown to bits. Based off, I mean, Isom basically says, we just told you in this clip.
Hey, it's Lisa Carey. It is Friday, and I feel like an idiot doing this, but I just heard that there was a shooting over on Trescott, and I promise I'm not trying to be dramatic or even nosy. I don't know, just checking on you, my friend. I hope all is well. I hope your sweet boys are well, and if there's anything you need, let me know. It just ran a chill down my spine.
Wouldn't a normal person, so let's say you didn't drive up to the crime scene and you didn't know, wouldn't this be the time that a normal person would start to freak out because one of their friends just said there was a shooting on your road?
Yes, immediately I would be freaking. And also, I just want to say, if a police officer came up to me in a restaurant and was like, I need you to come with me, I'm not going with them.
No.
I mean,
No. For what?
Because first of all, there's too many people that fake being cops. I don't know. Maybe this is crap. But I'm going to think, you know what? I probably should call an attorney.
Yeah.
Because we know she had plenty.
Yeah. And ride in the car with him.
Yeah, that's
like I would
I'd be
follow.
like, I'll follow
yeah,
you.
perhaps
And-
I'll follow you, but I'm not riding
Yeah.
in your cop car, which for all we know might have not even been. I don't know if that was like an actual, if they, because I think he was with an officer though. So there's a good chance that the officer, I want to see body cam footage of that.
I don't think they
I don't think they had body cam yet. Did they
Yeah.
have the like pictures that shows like the back of the cop car, I wonder?
in which she in the front seat.
Well,
So many
like that
questions.
shows that. Well, I'm sure she would have been in the back if there was two of them because it was Isom and another guy.
Were
So
they
maybe
in
they
the
rode
same
together.
car?
I don't know.
Yeah, because Isom would have like a detective car, like an
Yeah.
unmarked car, but it
Yeah.
still looks very coppish. But I would be thinking, I'll follow you, or I would just like to call someone just to be safe, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I would definitely at the very least follow them, but never are you going to get me
Yeah.
in the back of anybody's car based off of you telling me nothing.
Mm-mm.
No. Great point.
What's going on Trescott? All right. 212-3083. Hope all is well, and I will talk to you.
But she's just like,
Yeah, she's like unfazed.
no big deal.
Yeah, I already knew about this like 2 hours ago.
Yeah. God, I knew it when it happened.
Yeah. I had oatmeal and a lunch.
Oh, delicious lunch. She's just sitting there
She's
like,
just,
no
like
big
staring
deal.
off.
Yeah.
Do you have your ID with you?
I just listened to my voicemail.
What'd you hear? Who was your voicemail?
It's from Lisa Carey, who is my real estate agent, or who I had gone with to.
There's not even a tremble in her voice or anything. Like, she's so calm and collected right here.
Wouldn't you be like, oh my God, I just heard my voicemail. Someone was shot.
Yes, or at the very least.
I need to see my boys.
Yes. Or at the
That's what I
very
would be
least
saying.
be like, is this what this is about? Like, even asking that, like, am I here for the shooting that is on Trescott that I just heard about?
Said she was going driving around town and she heard there was a shooting on Trescott.
Yeah. That's what this is about. I'm sorry you had to hear it that way.
And she just said she was.
Did you hear what he said? I'm sorry you had to hear it that way.
That's
What this is about. This is the first time you are finding out after the car drive at 2:47. I'm sorry you had to hear it that way. I think I played that like 2 or 3 times.
Driving around town and she heard there was a shooting on Trescott.
Yeah. That's what this is about. I'm sorry you had to hear it that way. Yeah. That's what this is about. I'm sorry you had to hear it that way. I'm sorry you had to hear it that way. I'm sorry you had to hear it that way.
I'm sorry. I didn't know if I should.
It's all right. Just leave it there. Is it still on?
It's right there.
Do you want to just hit play again for me?
Sure.
And still is like not unfazed. Like she doesn't know when to come in because it's not a natural emotion. So she doesn't know when she needs to like think this way.
But like, why isn't this all conspiracy evidence? I mean, okay, maybe you can't charge her with the first degree. I don't know, right? Conspiracy charge.
Well, I think if they were going to charge her with something lesser, they would have already. Don't you? Like it's perjury or like, conspiracy or anything.
Yeah. They're not going to do perjury. I mean, I
don't think so either.
Happen. But the conspiracy, I think, I believe can be proven.
I agree. I think they'll get her for murder one, honestly. I feel like they have more evidence that ties her to this in her behavior alone. And honestly, if they throw in a perjury charge with the other stuff, then they can use all of her statements at court at that point, because the immunity only counts if you're telling the truth. Like there's contracts both sides. Yeah. So I think she's going to get got regardless. But yeah, this is where you should start freaking out.
Hey, it's Lisa Carey. It is Friday, and I feel like an idiot doing this, but I just heard that there was a shooting over on Trescott, and I promise I'm not trying to be dramatic or even nosy. I don't know. Just checking on you, my friend. I hope all is well. I hope your sweet boys are well, and if there's anything you need, let me know. It just ran a chill down my spine when I heard that there was something going on Trescott. All right.
Ran a chill down the realtor's spine, and Wendy's unaffected.
What a nice lady, like she called her.
Yeah, how sweet. But like the realtor is freaking out, and you are not.
And the realtor's probably still mad because she stiffed her. Like she was going to get a commission buying that house.
Oh,
remember the house? And so that lady was about to get a commission off a $370,000 house. And then, I got to bail.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not living here anymore. But yeah, the realtor has more of a reaction to this than Wendi does. What does that tell us?
23083, hope all is well, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.
That's all right. You can stop it. Or does it stop automatically?
It's done.
It's done.
Okay. Do you have your identification with you?
Still nothing.
All right, so you never took the last name of Markle?
No.
Or it's Markel.
Yeah.
A-D-E-L-S-O-N. Okay. Wendi with an I. Joe. All right.
Hey, will you mute it? Or you pause it? I just saw some people in the chat saying, why is it FBI and stuff? And my opinion is that it's multiple jurisdictions, right? I mean, yes, it happened in Tallahassee, but then the people are in Miami, and I think they just didn't have the bandwidth, Tallahassee, to do it, and so that's why they sought their help.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And Grish really goes into like, there was like 31 FBI agents on with Donna. Well, maybe they also did an FBI because of the risk of fleeing too, because then it's already like, you know, they have jurisdiction outside of the state to, you know, it gives them a little longer arms.
And they needed the FBI to do the wiretap. I mean, the Tallahassee PD couldn't do that down in Miami.
Yeah, but the wiretap that they got during the trial on Harvey was state approved.
That's true. I'm sorry, I said wiretap. I meant the bump. But
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, that was pretty good.
There was a shooting at your home, or your ex-husband's home, at 2116 Trescott. Okay. Your ex-husband, Daniel, all right, has been taken to the hospital. He's not going to survive.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Put me in Harvey's lap and color me crazy. Yeah, but if that doesn't sound like a girl who was told in the car that Danny was shot.
Right.
There was a shooting at your home, or your ex-husband's home, at 2116 Trescott. Okay. Your ex-husband, Daniel, all right, has been taken to the hospital. He's not going to survive.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I remember her imploring you to put on a good act.
I do.
Did your mom, I don't know, do you have any acting training?
No.
Do you know why your mom would Google how to teach an actress emotion?
I don't. I don't know.
Do you know why your mom would Google how to teach an actress?
Yeah. Oh, damn, Mom, again.
And George's face is just like this the whole time. You know why that would be Googled, Wendy? Oh my God. What happened?
I'm about to remember Bernie.
Well, before we get into everything, I have to establish where you were and
Before we get into everything, as in this is new information that you knew about
you were with,
2 minutes ago.
and so forth. Okay, and then once we've established all that, I can give you more details. Do you understand why I wanted you to come here before I discuss this? Do you understand why I wanted you to come here before I discuss this? Do you understand why I wanted you to come here before I discuss this?
Oh, she's doing the Adelson bow. Yeah. Do you know why I wanted you to come here before we discussed this? What does that mean? That she was told in the car? No.
Like, what do I do?
He gives no fucks. Everybody says like, oh, he was so gentle on her. She's not being treated like a fucking victim.
Mm-hmm.
He's literally like, can you stop so we can get through this?
Yeah. Can you just let me over the hump here? That's what
Yeah.
I say that.
Yeah. And then she immediately like,
all my tissues are dry. Sorry.
They're probably more moist than Wendy's were.
Well.
Yeah. Well, something else. But he's like, can you stop? And immediately she stops everything. Doesn't have any breath issues, nothing.
okay. No, you have nothing to be sorry about.
Look at him just like.
Do you know why your mom would Google how to teach an actress emotion?
Oh.
Can you... let me get over this hump, okay? Can we do that first? All right. Can you tell me what time you left your house this morning?
Yeah, I was there.
9 o'clock.
This morning I didn't leave until noon.
But you mentioned 9 times in your law enforcement interview being a suspect. Didn't you?
I did, yes.
When you were approached at the restaurant,
I think I nailed it with the lips.
Yet told that this was a shooting, were you?
I was not.
You were only told something happened with your ex-husband.
I don't even know if I was told that. I was very scared something happened to my kids.
Georgia.
And that's why law enforcement was there, and they wouldn't tell me what was going on.
But they did reassure you that the kids were fine. You remember
They told me
that?
that law enforcement officers were with the children, which terrified me because I didn't know why my children would need law enforcement officers.
So you didn't know what this was about at all when you were in the police car?
In the car, they told me.
Okay, in the car they told you what?
They said, your ex-husband has been shot.
So you didn't know what this was about at all when you were in the police car?
In the car, they told me.
Okay, in the car they told you what?
They said, your ex-husband has been shot.
Okay. So that you learned that information prior to getting into the interview room?
Yes.
Seething.
George is like, I'm confused.
Okay.
Do you have your ID with you?
I just listened to my voicemail.
What'd you hear? Who was your voicemail?
It's from Lisa Carey, who is my real estate agent, or who I had gone with to find a house. She just said she was driving around town and she heard there was a shooting on Trescott.
Yeah, that's what this is about. I'm sorry you had to hear it that way.
I'm sorry, I didn't know if I should.
That's what this is
That's all right.
about.
Leave it there. Is it still on?
It's right there.
Do you want to just hit play again for me?
Sure.
No big deal.
Hey, it's Lisa Carey. It is Friday, and I feel like an idiot doing this, but I just heard that there was a shooting over on Trescott, and I promise I'm not trying to be dramatic or even nosy. I don't know, just checking on you, my friend. I hope all is well. I hope your sweet boys are well, and if there's anything you need, let me know. It just ran a chill down my spine when I heard that there was something going on Trescott. All right, 212-3083. I hope all is well, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Stop.
Bye.
First, stop automatically.
It's done.
Okay. Do you have your identification with you?
Yeah, let me get my purple wallet out.
So you never took the last name of Markle?
Oh.
Adelson. Okay. Wendy with an I.
Wendy with an eye.
Right.
Wendy with 2 blue eyes.
Yeah, Wendy with an I.
There was a shooting at your home, or your ex-husband's home, at 2116 Trescott. Okay. Your ex-husband, Daniel, all right, has been taken to the hospital. He's not going to survive.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay.
I don't know why I thought that we needed to listen to this voice.
Well, before we get into everything, I have to establish where you were and who you were with, and so forth. Okay? And then once we've established all that, I can give you more details. Do you understand why I wanted you to come here before I discuss this?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yes, it's happened.
He says in 3 different ways, we've never talked about this until just now.
And 72 hours later, she was in Miami.
Yep. Forever.
I'm sorry. It's okay. No, you have nothing to be sorry about.
I think it's almost worse on high speed. Ripping the Band-Aid off.
Let me get over this hump, okay? Can we do that first? All right. Can you tell me what time you left your house this morning?
Yeah, I was there. I didn't leave this morning. I didn't leave until
yeah.
Okay.
Perfectly
fine.
fine.
Do I need to be read by Miranda rights or something if you're going to look at my phone?
I can read your Miranda if you want to hear
No,
that.
I'm just trying to make sure.
I have no reason
She knows why she's asking about Miranda rights.
Okay.
She's not stupid.
She wants to know if she's going to get arrested or
Well,
not.
no, and the reason was I didn't want to get into everything until we got up here.
And this is just a basic kind of how it criminal.
All right, here, I'll slow it down now because then she says.
Look at all the
also-
tissues. They're just all there. I didn't even plan the tissues, but I had a box of Kleenex on my desk.
Investigation
I
works.
love it.
They may know more than they're telling you, but they don't disclose much because if it gets out to someone who tells someone who tells someone, and
Yeah,
it
and
gets
of
back
course,
to
I'm gonna tell a friend,
tell
and they're
a
gonna
friend.
be like,
Yeah, I need to
Right,
call
'cause I need to
everyone
have
right now.
right. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine.
But listen to what
you
she
know,
says.
It can be frustrating sometimes dealing with us because you're like, well, what are you doing? Why haven't you told me this or that? And it's kind of all to protect the integrity of the case.
I know,
So,
I just, as he was driving me here, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, I wonder if I could be like framed for something. Like, if
As he was driving me here, I was wondering, I wonder if I could be framed for something.
Because that's always what you think.
Yeah.
Like, immediately.
If I knew that I didn't do anything wrong and the cops were wanting to talk to me, I would know it wasn't about me. I wouldn't
And
think,
I don't
is
even know
somebody
it's been a
framing
crime.
me? Yeah.
I don't even know it's a crime at this point.
100%.
It's something.
100%. And you know what? Not only that, but the alarm system had gone off at Dan's house the day before. Like, if anything, you would think, well, maybe it got broken into.
Yeah, and I didn't think anything of it. I mean, my kids were staying there, but I didn't think anything
I
of
didn't
it.
care.
I didn't do something, but I'm still gonna end up in jail.
I wonder if I didn't do something, but I'm still going to end
I
up in
was
jail.
at lunch with Janine and Ritu. I don't know if you know them, friends of mine, and these officers walk in, and I just like, we just finished, I ate a lunch. Like, I had a whole delicious lunch, and they're like, are you Wendi? We need to speak with you. And I was like, oh my God, are the boys okay? Like, and they were like, the boys are fine. And then I thought, oh my God, like, what's going on? Like, who's fighting me here? And they wouldn't tell me. And so he said, I need you to get in the car. And so he drove me, and I started like, I just was like, what's going on? And they're like, your husband. And I said, ex-husband. And they're like, ex-husband? So they didn't have the, like,
well, I mean, how do they know? They're just starting this.
so they thought we were still married. And so I was telling him everything, and then I was thinking, oh my God, now they probably think I'm a suspect. I should.
But of course you're a suspect, and you're a smart suspect. You should be the suspect.
When you were approached at the restaurant, you weren't yet told that this was a shooting, were you?
I was not.
You were only told something happened with your ex-husband.
I don't even know if I was told that. I mean, they wouldn't tell me what was going on.
So you didn't know what this was about at all when you were in the police car?
In the car, they told me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, in the car they told you what?
They said
They told you
your
what?
ex-husband has been shot.
A lie. Liza Minnelli tells lies. I can't with that. The fact that before you even know what's going on, you think that you might be a suspect.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you put all this together. All the juries have wondered, why isn't she on trial?
Everybody. Every single jury. From Sigfreda's first, or Katie's first trial with Sigfreda.
Yeah.
It's unreal. I mean, obviously all this stuff is like crazy because like if I have something that I'm telling you about, I might remember more things about it, but my story's not going to change. I'm not going to go from saying I went to the park to I've never been to the park. Like, it's just crazy.
The truth never lies, right?
Never.
And it doesn't, I guess you're about to show it. WhatsApp, some trial she says she had it, another trial she's not sure.
Yep. Here's another, just one of many examples of, her flip-flopping back and forth for everything.
Did you communicate with anyone on WhatsApp or similar technology to relay any information about the murder of your husband?
Absolutely not.
Do you know if your brother Charlie had WhatsApp at the time?
I have no idea.
Did you communicate with him through WhatsApp?
If I had WhatsApp on my phone, then maybe I did. I know I had friends who lived around the world. At that time, WhatsApp was more of a technology used to talk to people internationally. So I know the friend I was talking to was in England. If I had WhatsApp, I would have used it to call him.
Did you know that WhatsApp, the communications are encrypted? They cannot be...
Which she didn't use it to call him because it's on her regular... It's on the phone detail record, and it's a Boston number.
Boston phone number, yes. Hello.
Yeah.
And Charlie says on one of the I think it was the FBI wiretap. I don't know. Says, I talk to Wendi on WhatsApp all the time.
Yes. Yes. He was talking about because June was pissed and he's like, I was on WhatsApp talking all day to everybody, including my sister.
Of course, that might have been after this trial, but still, yeah.
She more than, well, she says she had it. She eventually admits to having it.
Retrieved by law enforcement? Were you aware of that?
I think they can be retrieved by law enforcement, but
You're correct.
it's one of the end-to-end encryption services.
Not in 2014.
All right, and so you can't tell the jury whether you communicated through WhatsApp at all on the day of the murder?
I don't remember if I had it 8 years ago. I have it now, so we could look and figure out if I had it then, but I don't know.
All right, did you ever communicate with Catherine Magvano at any time through WhatsApp?
I never communicated with her at all.
Let's talk for a second about WhatsApp. And as an aside here for a second, the government asked you the question if you used WhatsApp, right? You remember that?
I remember them asking me, yes.
On the day that Professor Markel was killed, you went in for the interview, right?
I talked to the police.
And you also gave them your phone for them to inspect.
Absolutely.
All right. So,
All right. I just want to real quick answer this comment because I think a lot of people feel like this, but I see this in a completely different way. So, Ami Ari Rang, if I'm probably like not even saying that properly, says she had Isom completely fooled. He was treating her like a feeble-minded child. Okay. I do not agree. What do you think? Do you agree with that statement or not? Do you think he was fooled or do you think that he was not?
I go back and forth on it. I mean, sometimes I think he didn't want to be fooled, but I think he was.
See, I don't agree. I feel like, and this is like a pretty popular technique to do with suspects. And I see this a lot in, interviews where there is hard evidence against the person. Like they have video that they did it. They befriend them to get them comfortable to make sure they talk.
Yes, but I just wish, why did he say he's not going to make it? Like, why didn't he say, yeah, he told too much. And I don't think a seasoned person would do that.
Well, I still think that he needed to treat her, he needed to give her the benefit of the doubt that she wasn't involved. But I also think that he thought so from the very beginning. Because have you read the police report where, I don't know which officer it was, but he
Hale
said,
or Cherry.
Yeah, it was one. I feel like it was another one. But basically, he was sent by Isom to go to Wendy's house to do surveillance on her house. Not to tell her, to do surveillance. And that was right when he and Officer Brannon were both told. Brannon went to the intersection or to the police tape line. And this guy was told to sit out in front of her house. And he never saw her. So either he must have just missed her. But he says in the police report, I was told to do surveillance on Wendy's house. And you don't do surveillance on somebody's house if they're
But this was before he got her, right?
Yes. Yeah, so immediately.
Maybe then he was, but I'm saying when he was questioning her, I think he was just like, oh,
Well, I think he had to give her the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? Because if you go the other way and he's saying like, you're guilty, then that whole thing could have been thrown out. Like if he made her feel for 1 second like she was in jeopardy, that's why she kept saying, oh my God, I feel like I'm a suspect. Because she's testing to see what they're going to say. She wants to be reassured that, no, baby girl, you are the victim 100%. Like we don't
I need my Miranda rights?
Nope. And it's like, we've gotten so much out of that 5-6 hour long police report. Like she would have immediately said, I want to speak to my lawyer, I'm leaving. If she would have thought for even a microsecond.
Oh, I totally agree there, but I think he was just trying to prove like, see, she doesn't have anything to do with this, but he had to have warning flags going off. And I think that's why he has this attitude when he testifies in these trials, because he is humiliated. Like he had a 20-something year with TPD career, and this is all he's remembered for.
Yeah, this is true. Well, we'll see.
But I go back and forth. I mean, yes, I agree. Like we got 5 hours out of her because other than that, all we have is her doing either a sex trafficking lecture or something or her testimonies.
Yeah. And I think there's so much in that interview that is going to be like nail in the coffin for jurors when they watch that. Because I mean, we haven't even
play it.
Oh, they need to play it. I agree 100%. And they probably will.
I noticed in Donna's trial, there was, I guess, at one perspective of the camera, and Georgia has it open on her laptop, like the video.
Oh, of her interrogation.
Of Wendi. And she has the transcript, but she's also got the video up.
That's awesome. Yeah. I think that makes, I mean, her words are damning enough, but I think that would make an even bigger impact on it. Okay, so here's going back to WhatsApp.
The determination of what, if any, WhatsApp was being used, they would have from the download they did that day.
Already, right?
Sure. Now, would you be surprised to learn that your brother used WhatsApp?
No.
You would agree with me that WhatsApp, and you explained it well, is end-to-end encryption.
Correct.
In your lay opinion, if you can explain to the jurors, just in case they don't know, what that means.
I know that it's something we use at my work because essentially it has the ability to keep things more private. I also know that nothing's actually private and that anyone who wants to can uncode the messages. So that's what we tell people at our work.
So we lie to
people. The thought is with WhatsApp.
Openly lie to our clients.
If I use my phone and I call somebody, the call could be listened to. If
I feel like this has been coached.
Recordable, right?
I think so.
But with WhatsApp, you can send messages or have phone calls where there's no record.
I don't think that's true. I think there is still a record of it.
Because if she agrees that it was encrypted, it seems more secretive.
Yeah, so that then they can say, because attorneys have all seen what was downloaded, if she had it or whatever, and have said, look, you need to say, this is what you need to say.
Yeah.
Like, don't act like it's a secret. Yeah.
Again, just the three of us and camera.
I know. It's just.
So do your Wendi head tilt.
But the belief and the thought, I'll withdraw that question. Your lay understanding, though, is that the footprint that it leaves is much less than that of normal communications.
I think it's different, but I think it still leaves a digital footprint that's easily uncodable.
If you were to send a WhatsApp message to Ms. Kappelman, it would show that a message was sent, but it would be hard to get what the content of the message is.
I don't think that's true.
So pause that.
Did you
That's
have
very
WhatsApp
contradictory
on your
what
phone at
she
that time?
said. Because she said, sorry, I don't mean to be paused.
No, I told you. Tell me to pause it when you need to.
Because she says this is why we tell our clients to use it. But then she just says, but it's not any better. It's not.
Yeah.
You can find it. So why are you telling your clients to use it?
Well, I think that just slipped out. That's not part of the narrative she's trying to spin. And, 100%. All right. Consider that to be in my, and somebody says that they want a shirt like this. Consider it done. I will design the Wendi gray dress shirt. And put it in my storefront.
I mean, honestly, I think you should have the little, you'll have to see. It's a finger puppet.
Yeah. Oh no.
It's just the cutest.
It is pretty cute.
Jackie sourced these on Amazon.
They're perfect. Yeah, I have a magnet in mine so I can move them all over.
Yeah, I'm using a hair clip. Okay.
All right, we'll go ahead and listen to this.
I don't know if in 2014 I had WhatsApp. Now we use it for all the parent chats at school, so everybody seems to have it, but I don't know if everybody had it back in 2014.
What is?
Because that's what she asked. She asked if everybody had it in 2014. Just such a weird thing to add.
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp app is kind of an app you would use for texting.
Do you know if your brother Charlie had it at that time?
I have no idea if he had it at that time.
Did you ever communicate with Charlie through WhatsApp?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know if I had it at that time or if I had it later. I probably would have.
Just not sure.
Yeah.
Did you have any contact of any kind with Catherine Magbanua on the day of Dan Markell's murder?
No.
Did you ever communicate with her through WhatsApp?
No, I never communicated with her at all.
All right, let's talk about, well, you communicated with her.
Oh, look at him.
I saw her in person, but I'm saying I never texted with her, called her. I never communicated via a device other than in person.
Okay.
Look over there!
And Jeff.
Why would Georgia Kappelman waste so much time talking about WhatsApp if it had no relevance?
Because even when she says I've never had WhatsApp, she's like, okay, well, did you talk to Katie on WhatsApp?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a mom already caught her kid doing something.
Yeah, exactly.
And, yes.
Yes. And, you know, I was thinking about her too, testifying. So, I mean, it is hard what she's trying to do. So every time she's testified, she's trying to protect her mom, her brother, and herself.
Yeah.
You know, like she's trying to make herself look good, but she's not just throwing them under the bus.
Yeah. But it's mostly for her.
Right.
But yeah, she has to keep every story straight to protect everybody. And she doesn't.
You should go back and watch Rashbaum's opening in Charlie's trial, obviously. And he's just like on and on about what a great daughter she is. It's like, who wrote that?
Yeah. She had the final editing for that.
Listen to what Katie McBanoa's lawyer said in her opening statement.
And just so you know, the state and the FBI were able to get a copy of Charles Adelson's iCloud account, in this case, from the year 2012, I believe, all the way up to 2016. And I am talking about every text message, every instant message, every WhatsApp message, even the conversations that he tried to delete. It's all there.
Did you have WhatsApp on your phone at that time?
I did.
All right, and so you can't tell the jury whether you communicated through WhatsApp at all on the day of the murder?
I don't remember if I had it 8 years ago. I have it now, so we could look and figure out if I had it then, but I don't know.
Did you have WhatsApp on your phone at that time?
I don't know if in 2014 I had WhatsApp. Now we use it for all the parent chats at school, so it's everybody seems to have it, but I don't know if everybody had it back in 2014.
Did you have WhatsApp on your phone at that time?
I did.
Did you have WhatsApp on your phone at that time?
I did. I did. I did. I saw her in person, but I'm saying I never texted with her, called her, I never communicated via a device other than in person.
Okay. What is WhatsApp?
WhatsApp
did a great
is,
job.
It's a phone service. It's an app that I use when I talk to people who live in other countries. So it's.
I mean, Georgia's not just asking her for no reason on this. Like, she has. All right, I'm gonna skip just a little forward.
Look at him.
Markel to Adelson.
So after Danny's murder, there was a lot of news.
As a result.
All right, this is where the next one is where she's talking about kids.
Markel to Adelson.
I didn't back it up at all. Sorry.
Sorry.
So it's become very popular.
And I just backed it up to the part where I
had it at
was
the time. I know I certainly have it now. But it's a
probably
device
took longer
to
than
send
just letting
messages.
During the time frame that we're talking about, which is around the time of the murder, did you communicate with any of your family members through WhatsApp?
I don't remember using WhatsApp unless they were traveling internationally, because it's a way of making free calls or free texts when at that time making long distance calls on a regular phone would have been very expensive.
Did you ever communicate with Catherine McBanoa through WhatsApp?
I don't remember ever texting her on any platform.
Did you have any other encrypted platforms on your phone at that time?
At that time, I don't think so. I don't know what existed at that time.
I don't think so.
Okay. Do you agree or disagree that there have been some financial benefits to you and your boys as a result of Dan's death?
I disagree.
When did you decide to change the names of your children from Markel to Adelson?
So after Danny's murder, there was a lot of news. It just hit the media, and there were news stories everywhere. And Nancy Grace on CNN put pictures of my boys with their faces unblurred, just pictures of them. And I was terrified. And so when they started school, I started school with my last name, thinking that would keep them safe, that they wouldn't be associated with the murder.
Wasn't the Adelson name in the press?
It was not in the press.
Markel?
Not yet.
Do you agree that you legally changed the kids' names on July 6th of 2015?
That sounds right.
So it was actually a year after the homicide?
A year after.
All right, going forward to July 3rd. Was there an Evite to Harvey Adelson's birthday sent to Wendi Adelson that day?
Yes, a reminder email that was
So
sent.
this is about the boys' names being changed.
The Evite.
From, yeah.
On July 3rd.
Okay. And when is the party?
So as we see, kind of focusing in here on the details of this email, the party, friendly reminder that Donna's event is coming up on Saturday, July 5th, 2014 at 7:30 p.m.
Okay, and was it addressed to Wendi, and we blurred out their names, but her two sons, and listed Wendi and her two sons' last name as Adelson?
Yes.
Was Dan Markel still alive on July 5th of 2014?
He was.
And what last name, or an Adelson, though, is listed as the boy's last name here when this is sent?
And I'm sorry.
Sorry, Adelson is listed as the boy's last name, though, regardless of the fact that Dan Markel is still alive on this date?
That's correct.
And this was about 2 weeks before Dan Markel was killed?
Wendi.
Yes.
Now, Donna is listed as the host here, but was there further evidence in the records that Donna Adelson was not only the host, but was also the person who sent these Evites?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell us about that?
There was at least one other email from the Donna Harvey at Gmail account to Evite inquiring about whether the Evites had been sent. The title of the email, I believe, is "Have my 14 invitations been sent?" She's following up. It is signed by Donna Adelson, following up on whether those Evites have actually gone out, and it indicates that basically she's unfamiliar with the process, but she had listed the attendees under the contact section on their form.
So she's the one that's listing the invitees for the contacts for Evite?
Per that email, yes.
And checking to make sure the invitations did get sent through the Evite service?
Correct.
And does she also send a message to another person saying, did you get the Evite? Did you get my Evite?
Yes.
And talk about your boys' names. That in the time after the murder, you changed their last names from Markel to Adelson, right?
A year later, yes.
Why?
I was scared.
Of what?
Of someone coming to attack them.
So it's a year later, you won't look at anything because you don't want to know what's going on in the case. And the thought is, well, they're going to be protected if they have my last name and not Markel, right?
Yes.
Now, years later, arrests are made. It's clear who committed the murder, Sigfredo Garcia, Luis Rivera. The Adelson name has been dragged through the mud. Why haven't you continued to protect your boys and changed the name back?
I will be changing I'm not going to change the name back. I don't think that will help. One day I'll change all of our names.
The government asked you about immunity, so let's get into that.
And to gain anything from your husband's death?
All right, I must have gotten these clips all like
I do that.
discombobulated. I know, because I didn't go back and watch it again because I was already getting so irate just making it. So there's a little thing, and somewhere in here, because this is all backwards now.
Oh, or the clip of the faces.
Yes, I had that in here. So this might be twice.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see if I can scrub through this real quick.
It might be later on, actually.
Yeah, so I've got These just got combined somehow. So this is going to go into a little bit of basically the money she made off of. But then I think it's going to go back to the name change because I'm just not very organized.
Did you get the e-bite? Did you get my?
I'm doing this while I'm playing Barbies with my little girl, and she's like constantly yelling at me to pay attention to her Barbies. I'm like, we're doing work also.
No, I do that when I clip these together. It's
And
fine.
talk
It's
about your
good.
boys' names. That in the time after.
My back, and that he would take the kids
Why haven't
going to counseling. And he told me that if I tried to get divorced from him, that I could leave with the clothes on my back, and that he would take the kids, and that I would be penniless.
Did you or your children benefit financially from your husband's death?
Absolutely not.
Did your husband have a life insurance policy?
He did have a life insurance policy.
And what was the value of that policy?
I don't know what the value of it was at the time. I do know that his sister's a custodian of that life insurance policy, and I pay taxes on that money every year, but we don't receive any of it.
What was the value of it at the time of your husband's death?
It was $1 million.
Not $2 million?
$1 million for each child.
$2 million. All right. And did you believe prior to your husband's murder that you were the custodian of that money for the benefit of the boys?
No, we were divorced, so I was the custodian while we were married.
Aww.
But once we were divorced, I was no longer the custodian.
So you were aware that he had designated someone else to do that job? You didn't inquire through your
Seems like
attorney
what's going on.
about challenging the designation of the sister as the custodian of that money?
I wasn't trying to challenge the designation, no.
Do you have access personally to that money?
No.
All right. What about a 401k? Did your ex-husband have a 401k when he died?
I believe he did.
All right. And are you the custodian of that money for the benefit of the boys?
I am. That's how I pay the taxes.
All right. Did he have a pension?
I don't know.
Social Security benefits?
I don't know if he had Social Security benefits. As survivors, my children receive Social Security benefits.
$4,800 a month, right?
That's right.
Which comes to me because they're minors.
Yeah, which is a lot of money just on its own.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
$217,000? Does that sound familiar?
I don't remember.
What about the IRA? Did he have an IRA?
I really don't know.
$100,000?
It's very possible.
What about a checking account?
I don't know if I assume he had a checking account.
$15,000 in there, right?
Wouldn't go to us, but sure, I imagine he had a checking account.
It wouldn't go to you and the boys? Where did it go?
Funeral expenses?
Where did it go?
So awful.
It's like laughing.
Were there any death benefits, any monies that were to be gained from the death of Dan Markell?
Yes,
Did he have a life insurance policy?
he did.
What was the amount of the life insurance policy?
One of them was for $2 million, $60,000 from the second one through the law school.
Were there any survivor benefits for these kids in the event of Dan's death?
There was
What are those?
$4,800 a month.
Who gets that money for?
Wendi Adelson.
Did he have a pension there?
Got a pension, a deferred comp, 401k.
And an estate worth some money, right?
Cost me $300,000.
What was the total value of?
2.7 million.
Be a worst case scenario.
This is a family that puts absolutely no value on love. They prioritize wealth, status, and how others perceive them above all.
So this is where Charlie and Donna are going to be talking about how much she made.
They have.
Or she won the lottery.
In which
She won the
Charlie
lotto.
talks about how easy Wendy's life is due to everyone helping her. He also discusses how financially set she is because of murdering Dan.
Oh, it's
Well,
so
you know, it's
disgusting.
not because I actually said to Dad the other
And
day,
I'll tell you this.
I'm not going to make it so easy. Let us start calling the babysitters. We'll just spend you the money.
Mom, she's becoming, and I'm telling you this, it's becoming a trust fund baby situation in the sense that she's gotten a lot and she hasn't worked for it. there's a part of me that is, I got to worry about my own life and myself instead of spending my time worrying about somebody who's talking to a door who doesn't get the picture because she got luckier than I've ever gotten. Yet, and because she got luckier than I've ever gotten, she has this empowerment that it's becoming more of a trust fund baby situation.
Wendy doesn't see it as a rough ride.
That's my mom. That's
the point. I know.
Is that his sweetheart had no child care. This is my whole point in this story. His sweetheart didn't have any child care help. His sweetheart had $60,000 in the bank and didn't have millions.
Yeah,
she would be looking at him like he was a knight in shining armor.
Talking about Dave.
Then she's sitting there with millions in the bank and unlimited child care.
Oh my God.
And like people blowing sunshine up her ass, telling her how great she is. She ain't running to school.
Tiger.
Like, whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? That was my whole point. My spiel is that
you'll wake her up a little bit.
She's got between the two of us, she's got a little bit of that trust fund mentality.
Yeah.
Of I'm independent, but guess what, sweetheart? You didn't do to get yourself where you are.
Yeah.
So, and I can talk like that to you.
This is before he's even arrested, so he already has all this animosity that everybody did this, and she was the one who made out the best, and she's sitting there with millions of dollars in the bank, not having to do anything for it, making a salary off of Dan's murder.
Yep.
Plus a windfall.
I can't obviously say anything to her.
So yeah, this is
like,
2016. It's a decade later. Do you not think that he's gotten more pissed off?
That's what's complicating this little situation because she's sitting pretty with a silver spoon and hadn't done anything to earn it. So
she's not sticking her hand out either. But I need money.
No, she already got paid $3 million.
I know.
Oh, three.
So she's already been paid off. Okay. Because the truth is, the money that's going to the kids, a lot of it is money a normal person would have to work and pay for kids.
Sure.
So whether it's food, whether it's camp, whether it's doctors, whether it's school,
Dino nuggets,
whether it's clothes, whether it's when the kid's 18 and he needs this or he needs that or he needs a car or he needs tuition or he needs to go here and there. This is things that she would normal people have to earn, pay taxes on, save up, and pay for. So between all that and the monthly check for $4,000 a month, and then plus the other stuff from Shelley, like
the other stuff from Shelley, because she's getting part of that life insurance for the boys.
Right.
It's just being doled out in small increments.
Even to millions of dollars. Okay. Plus the house, she just sold the house. Like, my point is like, she has done nothing to earn what she has.
Wow.
So she is in such a comfortable situation where normally, let me back up, normally single mom with 2 kids who's working almost paycheck to paycheck and has $150,000 in the bank, and a guy like Dave comes along and it's like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, I won the lottery. You know what the problem is? She already won the lottery.
She did, yeah.
Oh my God.
Characterizing the financial benefits Wendi received after orchestrating the murder of Danny as winning the lottery is beyond grotesque.
So you're taking somebody, who, and the thing is this, it's not like she worked for it. It's not like she achieved it. It was just it was sprinkled on her. And that's great. And I'm happy that she's in that situation. I'm not
he sounds thrilled.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
All right. So she made out quite well. I mean, Isom says what, 2.7 million? Plus the money
Charlie
that she's
said
getting
3.
every month? Yeah.
Yeah. And people say now with inflation that it's probably up to like 7. I don't know if that's true, but
crazy. That's crazy. All right, Rosie wants to know where we found the dress. Where did you get yours from?
Yeah, it was on eBay, but I think I got it off Poshmark. I actually bought it right before Donna's first trial that was supposed to happen.
Oh yeah.
And it's been hanging And I didn't even know why I bought it, but I was like, I'm just going to do something with it.
It
Here
was
we are.
because you knew about this moment.
Yes. I'm trying to remember what the brand is.
I know. I didn't look at the tag either. We'll have to after.
It's not Charter Club or it's somebody knows. It's just I think it retailed supposedly like $300, which there is no way I'd pay $300.
This is not worth $3. I mean, you can tell like the fabric's nice, but it's literally like the thickness of a comforter.
Yeah, it's thick. Or a prison blanket.
Yes, it's a prison blanket. That's exactly what it is.
Somebody said, maybe it was you that said that.
No,
Originally.
I think it reminded me of a horse blanket. And
that's what it was.
Somebody always would say it's the North Korean uniform.
Yes.
It's probably made out of the same exact material.
It probably
is.
is.
Yeah, and I had a subscriber send me mine. And I opened it up and I lost it. And I was dying laughing.
So fun.
Okay. So I don't know what happened to the name. Stop this stupid freaking thing.
I think your other thing you created, I think, is further in here.
Yeah, it's got to be somewhere. I just got discombobulated. Okay, so this is her saying that her family has nothing to do with this.
Club Monaco. Yep, that's the brand. Thank y'all.
Okay.
Which I believe is really sold at Macy's, but I don't think it's a private Macy's brand.
Your
but
Macy's
I bet you it came
commercial
from
cracks
Macy's.
me up.
Yeah.
I must have watched it like 100 times.
There's a jail call too, or not a FBI wiretap, and Charlie says to his mom, "Yeah, sorry, I couldn't get to Macy's to make the return. I gotta find it."
That's so funny. I don't know if I've heard that. That's so funny. Maybe I have, and it just like goes.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. All right. Sure, we're just so over it.
Do you want the culpable parties held accountable for murdering the father of your children?
Absolutely. I'm grateful they're already in jail.
But not if it's your family.
It's not my family.
I mean, somebody hired them, right?
Not necessarily.
Somebody paid them.
I learned something this morning.
Yeah, me too. You didn't want them held accountable if it was your family members. Didn't you tell law enforcement that?
That's not what I told law enforcement.
What did you tell law enforcement?
I told them that the person who did this should be held responsible and that I had nothing to do with it.
Well, let me ask you, if you found out that this was someone that you personally know, would that change your mind about what should happen to that person?
About what should happen to that person?
For prosecution purposes.
No.
Is there any way that you would think
somebody tried to kill my ex-husband, they should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law.
Regardless of who it is?
I mean, it would be different if I thought it were my brother, but I don't think it was my family. Anyone outside my immediate family, that's a tough one.
Okay.
But I don't think my immediate family did this. So if it's anybody else, yeah.
Page 122, lines 7 through 12. If somebody tried to kill my ex-husband, they should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. The investigator says regardless of who it is, and your answer is, I mean, it would be different if I thought it were my brother.
But I don't think it was my family, is what I said.
Different now, isn't it?
No, it's not different. That's exactly
different
what
today,
I said
isn't
right
it?
here. No, that's not
No
right.
further questions. What was
You testified on direct that anybody in your family that had anything to do with it should be held responsible. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
And that includes you, doesn't it?
Anyone who's responsible.
You testified on direct that anybody in your family that had anything to do with it should be held responsible. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
And that includes you, doesn't it?
Anyone who's responsible.
And that includes you, doesn't it?
Anyone who's responsible.
And that includes you, doesn't it?
Anyone who's responsible.
Today's secret word is?
Would never.
I made my brother, the one, his name's Charlie, the one I'm really close to, he makes a lot of jokes in bad taste, and it was a joke he made. He bought the TV for me this morning that got broken, and then I was talking to him about whether it made sense to pay to fix it or whether I should get a new one, and it was always his joke that, like, he knew Danny treated me badly, and it was always this joke. He said, I looked into hiring a hitman, and it was cheaper to get you this TV, so instead I got you this TV. I mean, he would never. He's my big brother, and he's been taking care of me since I was little, but he would never. But even my family, who felt like I had been mistreated, would never do something like this. Never. You know, my parents are, very angry towards him. But even when they're around my kids, they would never say a bad word about my kid's father. They're really, really careful about that. They dislike him, but they know he's the father of my kids. They would never do that.
I mean, she lied right there.
Caused me a lot of grief.
Grandma motion?
Exactly.
The grandma motion. It went to court. She knows.
Yes.
Or it was about to, yeah.
They're always really careful about that. Calling stupids on the phone.
I would never do something like this.
It's time for a breakdown.
Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Would never is code for definitely did.
I mean, seriously, it's nobody in your family. Except she doesn't act like any of them are innocent ever. Doesn't speak to them, doesn't call them in jail, doesn't give them, commissary. I mean, seriously, can you imagine your mom being in jail for something that she didn't do and she's innocent? Wouldn't you be like her number one call visitor?
Yes. You're right.
So stupid. She's so stupid.
And they never proclaim innocence.
No.
I mean, Donna did it at her sentencing, but I mean, Charlie.
Yeah, on the phone.
Yeah, all it is how stupid the jury is.
Yeah. Yeah, and that it was set up like a Dateline show, and he didn't think that was fair. That Georgia organized it in a way that everybody could understand, including him. He's like, yeah, I thought I was guilty at the end of that too.
John Smith says, Jackie, play the Donna Jailhouse Shuffle, please.
Okay. I'll play that after we're done with this.
Good to see everyone.
What?
I'm looking at my phone, and I don't want to put my readers on because, it'll ruin my costume.
Ruin the look.
I think people aren't used to seeing me without glasses because...
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But I really... This is what I usually do. I usually don't wear glasses. I only wear readers when I read, but when I'm streaming, I have to have it on to read comments.
That's funny. Yeah, so this is where... Okay, this is her story about the origination of Jibbers.
Did you ever refer to your ex-husband as the Dark Lord?
I don't remember saying that, but I certainly might have.
Did you refer to your ex-husband as Jibbers?
I did.
What is the meaning of Jibbers?
Jibbers was just a silly name that a friend helped me come up with to basically make him feel less scary.
Was she looking at her mom when she said that?
So it'll be the...
When she said a friend helped me come up with, it looked like she looked over towards Donna.
Yeah, probably. That's, I'm sure, who came up with it because they're calling them all this crap together.
Second email in your packet, page 1 of 3.
Okay.
Do you see that?
I see that page.
Okay, and there's a rest of your life highlighted or underlined in the center and in bold. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay, right before that, it reads, however, the rest of your life and consequently Dad's, mine, and yes, even Charlie's will be affected by how well you can perform/act before July 31st. You need to be a good actress you can be a good actress when you want to.
Charlie's about to throw up.
You need to put on the performance of your life. Jibbers hasn't beaten the Adelson family yet. Who's Jibbers?
Jibbers, she's referring to Danny.
And was Jibbers a name he went by or just something you called him behind his back?
Jibbers was a silly nickname that I gave him during the divorce proceedings when he was being pretty scary and threatening, and it kind of made me feel less scared of him.
Okay, so not something you called him to his face.
No.
But that was a word that was only used to describe him.
Only behind
Yes,
his
it
back.
was a nickname.
Yeah.
Okay.
I called him Danny to his face.
Yeah.
Did your mom ever refer to your husband as an asshole?
Yes.
A bully?
Yes.
A zealot?
A religious
zealot.
Yes.
A jackass?
Yes.
A religious extremist?
Yes.
What about Jibbers? She calls him Jibbers?
Yeah, Jibbers is not a bad name.
It's not a bad name.
It was a silly name that I
Silly.
came up with during a period of time when I felt incredibly terrorized by Danny.
Incredibly
And so
terrorized.
It was a word that I would use to kind of make him seem less scary.
Less scary.
Is it fair to say that it was a derogatory term?
No.
Okay, but you came up with it directly in relation to him terrorizing you.
I did. It was a way to take the steam out of a situation I found scary. I wouldn't say it was derogatory. I just think it was.
And when you say
silly-
scary, are you alleging physical abuse?
I'm not alleging physical abuse.
All right. I noticed in the emails that your mother referring to, who I think is Dan Markell, as Jibbers. What does that mean?
Jibbers was a nickname that I gave Danny when he was being really difficult and causing me a lot of pain. Was sort of a nickname I gave him to make him feel less threatening.
So it was a derogatory thing.
I wouldn't say it was derogatory.
Did you call him that to his face?
No, I called him Danny to his face.
Okay.
And Jibbers would be what? How would you spell that?
I don't know that I ever spelled it out. In the emails, I think it's spelled with a J, but I guess you could spell it with a G.
Jibbers.
That would be one way to.
Ms. Adelson, you had Mr. Markell's phone number programmed into your phone as Jibbers, didn't you?
That's right.
Right. Oopsies.
I don't even realize what she did.
She's just like.
What is the meaning of Jibbers?
Jibbers was just a silly name that a friend helped me come up with.
It was a silly name that I came up with. Jibbers was a nickname that I gave Danny when.
Jibbers was a silly nickname that I gave him during.
I wouldn't say it was derogatory.
I was curious if it was specifically a Jewish slur. And wouldn't you know? Number 49, Jibber.
Yeah, but you see, like most of the time it was her, but at this last trial, she's like, a friend and I came up with this name.
Nonsense.
Did it reference Jew in boots?
That I don't remember.
That was his like picture on. This was his contact picture on Wendy's phone.
It wasn't a friendly name, right?
It was a silly name.
Silly. Super silly. I can't.
To make him less scary.
He was super scary, so he had to.
Because that voicemail was so scary.
Yeah, he was. And not only that, like, how many emails did he send her when he's like, can we just get along and stop doing this crap? Awful.
Who made the arrangements for that TV repair?
I did.
Your mom didn't make those arrangements?
I don't believe so.
If you can't keep Friday, July 18th between 8 a.m. and noon, call to reschedule at 1-8888. Contract is under Harvey Adelson with Dad's cell phone number. If they need the purchaser, that's my name with my cell number. The work order number is 238... The contract we took out is repair in-house if possible. If not possible, they will take out at no charge. If it can't be fixed, TV is replaced at no charge with a new one. Wendi told Jeff she was in Miami until July 13th, as he says on the witness stand here.
2014, she would have been in Miami, as best as you can recollect.
Yes.
Okay. And all the way up until July 13th.
Yes.
So then Wendi was with Donna, right?
Like June 30th through July 10th, 2014.
Which I can see her sending like a reminder email that says like TV
Yeah.
repair is this day, like just to send a reminder. But the fact that it's that in depth
It's so detailed.
when she's next to her is wild.
Yeah. And you wouldn't say the contract we took out. I think you would just be like, we bought an extended warranty or something.
Yeah. Yeah. The Geek Squad thing. Yeah. The warranty. And by the way, that's not any part of the warranty.
Yeah.
As you get a new TV if we can't fix this one.
Yeah.
You
Because
in
everybody
South
be
Florida
getting that.
Yeah. Everybody would be throwing something at their TV and be like, we'll have a new one. Thanks.
that week?
I know I was in South Florida for my father's 70th birthday. My dad's birthday is July 5th. I don't remember if his party was on his actual birthday or a little before or a little after, but I remember I went down for his birthday.
Can you tell the jury whether or not you were in South Florida on July 1st, 2014?
I couldn't say for sure.
I drove down, so that was June 30th,
Okay.
whatever that Monday morning was that we drove down to Miami.
I only remember I was there for probably about a week and that I went down for my dad's birthday, but I couldn't tell you more exactly than that.
I came back with my parents. We drove back all together, and then that Friday, which would have been last Friday, a week from today, so if today's the 18th, it was Friday the 11th, that's my other brother's birthday, and I would have seen him, but I had been with the kids for like 12 days straight, and I was getting really sad at the idea of drop off of Danny coming to pick him up. And so my folks said, you know what, why don't you just, so at about 4:45, I just went over to a friend's house. I didn't see him that day.
The whole TV thing, I think, is so damning too. Like these things
for sure.
separately don't mean much, but when you pile them all together, it just gets
Right.
like painfully obvious.
And so she came back on the 11th because Dan got the kids at 5 or whatever that day, Friday the 11th. Harvey and her mom, supposedly or whatever, drove her up there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but she told Jeff she was not back until the 13th because she didn't want him around.
Because she was probably packing with her parents.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in our opinion.
And that's in my opinion. Yeah, in your opinion.
Yes. In the rat's opinion.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes when you get close to figuring stuff out, that's when people get nervous.
Yep. A little nervy, getting too much info.
Was Mr. Markel planning to leave town the day after he was murdered?
I believe he was.
I'm like, oh, that's her name. I said, what? So, I'm like, okay, I seen her 2 kids. I said, what's she doing up here? What is she doing up here? Oh, no, she can't. Make sure that everything's all right because he's leaving out of town tomorrow. So it's got to get done tomorrow morning before he leaves.
Yeah, and there's nobody else that was up there that would know of his travel plans.
Right.
Nobody. This, I think, is another hugely damning thing. We didn't even learn this until, I don't feel like we got the full understanding of like how deep she was in. I didn't realize that she had actually like signed the contract to close and everything until this, this.
And
trial.
on the lease, how about on the lease on the Florida condo?
Yes.
That's big. And that came in Donna's trial.
Yeah. And she was put on the lease in like March. They're like, well, just for visitors.
Oh, come on.
They have people over all the time. They're putting everybody's or Annie Cunningham's name on the thing too. Like
Annie Cunningham.
Richard Gutterman or Gutters.
It looks like it was October 31st, 2013.
Was that the same date that you backed out of the contract to buy a house here in Tallahassee?
I don't remember if it was the same date, but at that point I didn't have the money I needed to buy the house because Danny didn't pay what he was supposed to.
You told us earlier that you analyzed Adelson Institute along with the bank account records of Donna, Harvey, Charlie, and Wendi Adelson. Well, first I want to show you a contract that's been shown to defense.
for the purchase by Wendi Adelson of a home, I won't say the whole address, but on Whittendale Drive in Tallahassee. Okay. And what date did she sign this to purchase this home?
October 24th, 2013.
Okay, so she signed the
October 24th.
contract about a week before Halloween of 2013.
Yes.
Okay, and how much was the purchase price of this home?
It's listed as $371,000.
Did Wendi Adelson have the means in her account to pay for a down payment for this home on Whittendale?
Yes.
Would it have been a real financial stretch for her to do that, or was she able to do that comfortably?
Oh, she could do that comfortably, for sure.
I mean, didn't
Okay,
she
but
take
you
that
don't
much out
know
of Dan's
which date
account?
racked out.
Yeah.
Like 3 something out of the Schwab account.
Well, I mean, she later asks her, like, were basically Wendi and Charlie and the parents in a position to easily pay that $1 million bribe, cut 3 ways? And she said yes. So Wendi had several amounts of monies. It wasn't that she couldn't afford anything.
Out of buying the house.
I don't.
Could it have been the same day that this was filed? Halloween of 13.
It may have been.
Okay, and was it Charlie, your brother, who talked you out of buying the house?
No, I didn't have the money to buy the house.
So you don't remember him discussing that with you?
No.
Okay.
All right, so let's go to October 30th of 2013, so the day before Halloween of 2013. Here is does Donna Adelson say that she just got a text from Wendi casually mentioning that she's moving ahead with the purchase of a house that she liked. I guess she wants to do it before a certain date when she goes to England. And what does Charlie Adelson say?
That she had never told me. She never told me, meaning Wendi had not told her.
How does the conversation go after that? Is Charlie for this or against this?
Against it. He's asking Donna Adelson why Wendi would do it, and ask, of course, if Mr. Markell has given permission, all of those things.
Okay, and what's next? Is he afraid that Dan Markell will hold this against Wendi Adelson? Like, basically, like, well, now you've purchased a home here.
He would, yes.
And use it as leverage.
Correct.
What's next? And he says he'll try her again, but basically Wendi never gets back to him, basically.
Oh my God.
All right, what's
I missed
next?
Shocker.
So we see, again, this is October 30th. We're on slide 72 now, that Charlie Adelson sends a message to Wendi stating that he would call her in 10 minutes.
Also, is it not weird that they're showing these in green? Why is he sending green messages to Wendi? They both had iPhones.
Yeah, I thought that's strange. Did you see that? He left her 7 messages. No callback.
Oh, so funny.
Okay, what's next?
He, again, later responds that he must talk to her to please.
I know of one reason why these messages from Charlie, who has an iPhone, going to Wendi, who also has an iPhone, would be in green. The track phone, the burner that we haven't identified yet.
So do you think they're using green for that reason? Because like hers is gray.
Well, yeah, but his is green. I think it's like the same color all the way. But when they were doing him and Donna, it was coming up blue.
It was blue. Yeah.
So is this him sending this to her burner, perhaps?
That's interesting.
Call him, and she responds that she's in court. She can call after 4.
Going through the text, does it seem like eventually they talk?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so they're still setting up a time to talk. Everything's okay. What's next? Does he then report back to Donna Adelson?
Yes. So we're on slide 75 here, October 31st. Charlie is speaking to Donna, texting with Donna, stating that he had spoke to Wendi and it thinks that he had made some headway and hopes they're having a good time on vacation in Israel.
Okay, so the phone call between Wendi and Charlie would have happened before this message to mom or to Donna.
And so that might be in green because he's messaging her in Israel. So maybe this is even a WhatsApp message. Because it's showing up as not an iCloud.
Right, not blue.
That's correct.
Okay, and how does she respond? Oh, I'm sorry. So then does Charlie check back in with Wendi?
He does, yes.
Okay, and tell us about that conversation.
He asks how she's feeling and gives her some general advice and tells her that he loves her.
And does that advice involve renting things as opposed to buying them?
Did you read that?
Yes. If it flies, floats, or fucks, rent it.
Oh, and then I love you. What kind of brother says that to his sister?
And no response.
Yeah.
But there's a reason why these are in green. Why would they make that detail? Right. Why would they differentiate from that? Because he was talking to Donna in blue before when she was in town, and she said that she used WhatsApp when she was out of the country. So then it turns to green. So are these WhatsApp messages with Wendi? It seems like they might be.
I love you.
He does.
Leanne in the chat says she uses WhatsApp and confirms that the green and gray is the color scheme of WhatsApp.
Well, there you go.
Have a position one way or the other on whether you would buy the house.
I don't remember. Does Donna then check back in with Charlie?
Yes. So this is slide 78. Again, still October 31st. And
okay, but this is showing up blue now. So I don't know. Maybe she also can just text normally. Maybe if she's on like Wi-Fi, she can still text her iCloud.
And Donald Adelson is communicating with Charlie Adelson.
So if this is 11:15 p.m., then she's in the hotel. So it'd be very understandable that she would have Wi-Fi.
What does Charlie say next? Spoke to Wendi for 20 minutes last night. She texted me today that she pulled the plug on the house. Smiley face with a lot of smiles.
Yes.
And that's at Halloween on 5:19 p.m.?
Yes.
All right. And how does Donna Adelson respond to this news?
She says, wow, Charlie, thank you again. How did you accomplish that? You are a miracle worker.
Okay, this overlay was supposed to be on something else. My thing crashed a couple times yesterday, so I might have lost clips because this is supposed to be later.
CapCut. I'm assuming that's what you use. It's kind of finicky. I know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the greatest, but I don't want to learn something else.
Same.
Okay. So she's saying, thank you again. And she calls him a miracle worker.
Yes.
And then does Charlie lay out the reasons or how he was able to get Wendi to do this?
He does.
Which was kind of the same things he was pointing out to his mom earlier.
That's correct.
And says Dan would hold it against her and it would be the second dumbest mistake of her life.
Correct.
Without specifically saying what the first is, I guess.
Correct.
What's next? He's telling her how long it took to talk to Wendi about it.
Yes. And we're on slide 82. Again, this is November 1st of 2013. And he continues the conversation.
Oh, my God.
Why would you want to get married again?
The image that I just had up there, was this image sent to you on October 31st? How did this get onto your cell phone dated October 30th?
And they're looking at the picture of Katie and Charlie that was just up.
It looks like something my brother would have sent me at some point. I don't remember if it was what day it was, but I remember seeing that picture.
Okay. Do you have any reason to dispute the metadata associated with it on your phone?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And you recognize your brother in this photo?
I do.
And who's the woman he's pictured with here?
Katie.
Is that Catherine McBanoa?
Yes.
So was this photo taken before or after the murder?
Before.
Who came up with the idea to kill Dan Markel?
Charlie.
So Sigfredo Garcia didn't come up with the idea?
No, ma'am, he did not.
Luis Rivera didn't come up with the idea?
No, ma'am, he did not.
When did the defendant first bring this idea up to you?
My first recollection was around Halloween of 2013.
Around Halloween or on the actual?
On Halloween, yes, ma'am.
All right. What's your recollection of how that came up?
We were at a Halloween party in Lincoln Road, and right before we were about to go, he got in the car with me and he asked me a question.
What was the question?
Do you know anybody that can harm someone?
And did you know anybody that could harm someone?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Who was that?
Sigfredo.
And at the time, what was your relationship with Sigfredo?
Wasn't the best.
But he was the father of your children, right?
Yes, ma'am. He is.
So were you dating both men at this time, or were you only dating Charlie?
No, I was only dating Charlie.
Okay. And so he meaning the defendant, initially said, do you know anyone that could harm someone? Was he aware of your connection to Sigfredo Garcia when he made that statement?
Not that I know of. No, ma'am.
Did you suggest Sigfredo Garcia at that time to the defendant?
No, ma'am.
What did you say?
I just said yes and kind of left it alone.
All right. Did it go any further than that at that time?
Not that night.
Right. Did you know who he wanted harmed? At that time?
No, ma'am.
All right. Had you become aware during the course of your relationship with him that he had some kind of issue going on with his sister's ex-husband?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
What did you learn about that?
He was just stating that his mom and dad was stressed and that his sister was having problems with her husband and custody of her 2 children.
And when did you learn that the person that the defendant wanted harmed was this ex-husband of the sister?
I believe later on.
All right. And when did you learn the name Dan Markel?
It wasn't until, I don't know if it was on my trial or when Sigfredo got arrested.
Okay. So even when he was killed, you didn't know the name of the person that was being killed?
Yes, I never knew his name.
How did the defendant refer to this person, if not by the name Dan or Danny Markel?
Wendy's husband.
Okay. So did your brother at any time send you this picture? Not at any time. Did your brother on October 31st send you this picture and basically tell you not to buy the house because you weren't going to be living in Tallahassee much longer?
I don't remember him ever telling me not to buy the house or that I wasn't going to be living in Tallahassee. I really wanted to buy that house.
A difficult person.
Yes.
If you know, did Wendi Adelson want to relocate to South Florida?
Yes, she did, very badly.
And why did she want to relocate to South Florida?
She preferred to be down there with her family. She also hated Tallahassee. That's in my original, police statements. It was almost a daily topic of conversation how much she disliked Tallahassee. So was both. She really disliked Tallahassee. She preferred to be in Miami.
And what kind of car does he have?
For a while, what is he?
All right, so we still have quite a few more topics. Let's go ahead and break here. It's not much more video left, but there's still some stuff left because I know that you've got to get going soon.
Yeah, I have errands to run and I'm gonna take a shower.
Yeah, I've got to get my eyebrows off.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I had to block my regular eyebrows to redraw the tall.
Oh my gosh, that's hysterical. Well, I was thinking maybe the next one we could get navy and we could do
a navy. Do the other dress. Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Be fun. Well, thanks. This was fun.
Yeah, this was fun. I know there's still so much. I feel like we're only even scratching the surface, like with what I could just think of off at the top of my head.
Yeah. Well, you've got a lot of other good stuff in there. So
yeah, it's crazy. It was just making me so upset going back through it because it's just so obvious.
Right. And then that BS thing that somebody posted on Reddit, that article, like, oh, the state attorney office said there's no more arrests. And it says it's a paid article. And then I've now seen it twice with two different author names. So it's just, there are companies that do this kind of PR.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I wonder who's behind that. The same person
Yeah, I
who's
don't
trying
know.
to save Wendy's reputation.
Exactly.
All right. Well, we'll do another live together. We'll do
Yes.
it on your channel next time.
Oh, no, we can do it on yours.
Okay.
It's fun.
All right.
It was
Then we can dress
awesome.
up.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thanks for putting all this together. And
Yes.
yeah, my
thank you
Katie, my
also.
dog, wants the rat. She thinks it's a toy.
That's so funny. I had to like tie it to the hanger that all this stuff was hanging on so it wouldn't get lost because my kids would have
Yes.
taken it in a heartbeat. All right. Well,
Right.
thanks so much, Liz. Thank
Yeah,
you,
thank you.
everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
We'll be back soon with part 2.
We will. All right.